Hello! It's
Hello.
okay, he's fine. Are you happy? I hear you. But the people cannot hear you, can they? Oh no.
Oh, Keg W.
Did you? That's fuck was that? He said Keg W.
God, man, you're such a fucking
There we
loser. You say Keck W in real life?
go. I
He-
just
he-
did, yes.
He's
That's
the kind
how
of
it's gonna be.
person that responds with lol to a joke instead of actually laughing.
I bet you say poggers when you come.
That'd be quite funny, to be fair. I should begin doing that, thank you.
Whoa,
Damn. The
I
Windows
heard
error.
that. The Windows error, no.
There we go. I was trying to get the correct mic because my Yeti broke down yesterday and I had to like reset the device drivers and that fucked up all of my programs. But it's back. Okay, so bless you. Please tell me, chat, if I'm too loud and I'm way louder than the rest of the gang. I'm still adjusting again. My mic broke. I'm sorry. So we'll need to double check this.
I know there's at least one person in chat that won't mind you being extra loud.
Yep, but okay. For those of you who aren't aware, sorry about the mess up and the technical difficulties. We seem to never have a stream without any technical difficulties. But
I told you it's impossible.
It's impossible. We are Esthara Chronicles, and I'm your humble dungeon mistress, Sylfania. And we have
mistress.
Yes, I'm the dungeon mistress.
Dungeon mommy.
Okay, I'm your dungeon mommy.
Yeah.
We have Mads or Thanture playing backs. We have Danny from Zomdanny playing Sildana. And we have Gabe playing Fervorand. Yeah, I mean, this is episode 7. For those of you who are returning, thank you and welcome. For those of you who are new, it's an interesting time to join us. As I'm gonna quickly do a recap of what happened last session. And you'll see why this is actually quite interesting that you joined at this point. So, in the previous session, our adventurers, went to, dealt with the aftermath of them going drinking, mostly Sildana and Bax and their underage 45-year-old elf. They all went drinking, ended up dumping Trarel in... ended up dumping Trarel in Sildana's bedroom while she went to get completely trashed in the same pub. And when she came back, she decided to just crash on the same bed because, both were unconscious. Bax, meanwhile, tried, emphasis on tried, to make his way back home.
Tried.
And he did so and tried to sneak in. And, well, that did not go well. Managed to create enough noise to wake up the neighborhood. So there's that. The next day...
It was quite embarrassing.
The next day, hungover Sildana and Fervorand decided to visit Bax at his home to, rub it in. And met his mum, with whom they've agreed on a meeting to discuss the disappearances in the town of Laudenborough. Meanwhile, they left Trarel asleep in the inn because he was too hungover to deal with things. So after they've left, they've decided to split up. Bax and Fervorand went to the library to try to research more about the hag, or the happenings in Laudenborough and, the missing girl and all that shebang. But Sildana, on the other hand, decided to go investigate on her own because she's a tracker. So she decided to go to the place where the girl was last seen, which is the riverbank. I mean, the image on the screen is already hinting you what happened, but Sildana asks some children.
It's not going to be pretty.
She tries to ask children or bribe children with money to ask them where the girl was or if they could tell her something about the girl, and ends up going further and further into the riverbank, further away from all the, people doing laundry and bathing downstream, and ends up just thinking she saw something in the river. She walks.
It was like a little pink thing in the river.
Yeah, there was like some sort of a big pink thing in the river, and she was like, I'm gonna go investigate, and literally walked into the center of the river, which got pretty deep, up to her chest. Like, it's not high enough that she needs to swim, but it, the current is kind of pushing you. And just decided to dip under the water. And came with a face full of hag.
A green hag in front of me.
Yep, a face full of her. And we're gonna move to combat because I believe we rolled initiative last time. So
yeah, I think the hag goes first. If I remember correctly.
we're switching to the combat stream, y'all. There's no Shannon here, but we can see.
There's no time to waste.
Goodness.
We can still see.
My death is imminent. Everybody, let's go.
We can still see
You can get out.
Chat. Right.
I'll just seduce her.
I've never done this. Can we roll? Can I play the playlist in this bot or just songs?
What do you got for action music? Let's go.
Yeah, no, I have a playlist for it, but
You can cue playlist.
okay. Let's try this.
Play like the fuck. Just play all the DMCA music.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Ambient.
It's gonna pick up. I've changed the soundtrack, the playlists a little bit, but I need to work on them. I still didn't have enough time to finish it. All right.
I think this is good.
I think the sound is okay. If it get I think it got a bit too loud on my end. Yep. Okay. So the hag goes first. I believe she has done her thing. Hold on, let me just lower it just a little bit more.
Oh
I
boy.
would like to clarify
So you could
that
hear us.
all this drumming signifies the amount of beating Danny's cheeks are gonna get.
Indeed.
That's a lot
Okay.
of clapping.
I believe I'm gonna unpause the game, but I believe you guys can see the screen. It's all good. So the hag. What shall the hag do? You've genuinely surprised her. She didn't expect you to just dip your head down.
He was like, oh, who's this stupid motherfucker just gonna walk
Yeah,
in here?
Who this
Lean in
bitch?
for a kiss.
Who this bitch? Let me quickly. Sorry, I'm still. I literally just came home and I've not
Just
done
start
this.
crying.
Yes. There we go.
She can't see the tears. You're still on the water.
Oh.
Okay.
You won't get any sympathy.
Okay.
Under the water, no one can see you cry.
Let me see.
No.
So you've freaked her out. So she's gonna try to claw you, cause you're right in front of her.
Funny.
Just like literally that face. Cause the hag is as much surprised as you were. So she.
Well, I don't have advantage on surprise.
Well, no, because she sort of saw
Oh.
you wade into the river. She just didn't expect you to dip your head in, so she's like, whoa. So yes,
Well, I guess we're here now.
I guess we're here now. All right, she's gonna try to claw you. Okay.
She's gonna
If I
claw me
remember
up.
if I remember how to do this. Normal attack.
Let's all sit here and observe
does it-
Natalie's technical skills.
Does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay.
Of course it hits me. My AC is not that high.
Oh boy.
It's like an ordinary 14.
Uh.
I know she gets double strike, right?
No, you take 11 damage with the first strike.
Are
That's
nice.
Are you still up?
I'm still up. Don't worry. I
Okay.
have more HP than Bax does.
Okay. She only
You're
has.
not gonna get down by a table.
She doesn't have 2
Whoa.
attacks. You see, she has 1 attack.
That's good.
Yeah. So she basically like She's got these long, dirty, gnarly nails, and she underwater she moves very fast. Like you are sluggish, and you don't have time to dodge it that well. As she like sears it right across your like cheek and neck, trying to go for your face, but you manage to like pull your face away fast enough, but you still get like a scratch on your neck and face, and in the water it's all bleeding
My
and
neck.
it's
my back.
stinging. It's really stinging. Oh, did it stop? Oh no, no, it's still here. Just changing.
Just,
Just-
like
just
some
changing.
songs have
Okay.
like moments of silence when they
Yep.
end.
Okay. Just changing. Okay. Cool.
Not
So
that.
she's done that. Then it is, I believe, reduce your health by 11, please, if you can,
Hang on. Wait.
on the
Up.
token. Oh yeah, I
There, I
have
did it.
23 health. Great.
Oh, whoops. Activated
Damn.
my.
Truly
Yep.
attacks you hard, huh?
Ooh, how do I? Where's the? How do I go from? Oh shit! I did begin combat. There you go. Never mind. Yep. I've done my turn. You've now been damaged, and it is now your turn. What do you do?
Well now. So I'm assuming since I'm in the water, my movement speed's kind of been reduced a little bit.
I'd say your movement speed is halved because, especially, you're wading through like it's chest high. So
Yeah. Gonna have to be about like either risking opportunity attack here.
If you're planning on running away, you could always disengage.
I know that's the thing, but like, how far am I gonna get really?
Well, probably far enough to not be underwater.
before you start, may I ask you a question? So before we started this combat, I made you do a wisdom saving throw because it's a certain feature. Wow, this is very epic. I did not expect this to be this epic, but okay.
So I'd be,
Wait,
if
I
my
made you.
movement speed's halved, I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna make it to like the shore, but she'll still be like right behind me. Is the thing.
Yeah, I have a question for you though before you do anything. So before we started, you saved on a wisdom save. Is
Yeah.
your head still underwater, or once you've seen her, you pull your head back up?
I mean, I probably pull it back up immediately.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're above the water surface. You're not looking directly at her.
Not directly, no.
Okay, yeah, she's still underwater, so I'll give it to you. Do your thing.
Okie dokie.
What are you planning to do? Are you planning to run?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you just
Should
Are
I
you gonna-
disengage or should I just... Honestly, I need to get the fuck away.
How much health do you have?
Not enough.
Well,
Not enough?
and I don't think my only healing spell really is Goodberry.
Oh,
give her one.
I thought
You
you
like
were fucking
Throw
eating.
one at her.
You're basically just gonna be stuffing yourself.
Oh. Hmm.
What do you do?
Fried Sylvania.
Options are
TikTok,
very limited.
motherfucker.
TikTok. I'd like to live, please.
Saldana.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just taking the risk. I'm just gonna
My
gamble.
wrist says,
Okay,
you better hurry the fuck up.
So you move how far? How far do you move? You can move 15 feet if you're like if you're regular movement, you can move 15 feet. If you're using your action to dash, you can move 30 feet.
Yeah. Which I'll be up here. Which
That's 15 feet, right?
yeah, that's 15.
Yeah, I'd
feet.
say from here, if you want to use your action to run, I will give you another 30, because then you're out of the water.
Yeah, but you can like do the roll now to see if I get out. though.
Okay, yeah, that's a
This
good
is an
idea.
opportunity.
She's gonna try to claw you, which I assume I can just use the same thing.
I'm gambling.
11 to hit.
That misses.
Holy shit, boy, you are good.
RNG gods on my side.
RNG God is on your side. Okay, now you can move
And
30
I'm
more
moving
feet.
my extra 30 feet then.
Yeah,
wait.
whereabouts do you move?
Wait, so up here above me is this
Yes.
like a hill?
I know. What is it? The zoom thing can't see, so let me try to.
You can't see above it. Is the thing.
Okay, can you target the hag real quick so then we can get the cam working? Just press target on it.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Is that right?
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, so this is basically what happened. You managed to rush out, and yeah, well, I can tell you what's above there, and the stream can see it once you get to it if you want. There's like a cliff. As I said, when to get here, you had to go down a cliff and then turn around it. So this area is secluded under, I'd say about a 25-foot drop.
25-foot drop.
So from the bottom, you can see trees and a little bit above it, but you can't see that much. And you reckon this is the place where people were like hiding to look down on the girls bathing? Probably.
Probably. But
Probably.
Down the stream. What is down the stream? Do I
So
see?
down the stream to the right, you just see
To the
river going along, exactly the same.
Exactly the same. Okay.
Yeah, and to the
But
left is
can
where
I-
the rest of the people bathing and other things were happening. Upstream.
Yeah, I see all the clothes on the other side.
Yep.
Okay. So then I am gonna make a run for the left.
Okay. 30 feet.
Let's see. Wait, hang on. Let me actually try to measure this, so that way I don't like overshoot it. Okay, so I would make it to like the rock.
Yep, you'll make it to the rock.
Boop.
Okay, so you guys can see now because it's zoomed out. It's a weird bot, but it works if you target.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, it's great. Okay.
And
You have a bonus
I
action. What do you do?
no, my bonus action's been used up because
No.
I dashed.
No, you're not a rogue, or are you a rogue?
I am a rogue,
Oh shit!
but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
that. But I don't have that bonus action yet.
Oh.
I don't have it. So that was I can't
Wait.
use a bonus action now, right?
No. The thing is, I'm sorry, I am getting confused here. Aren't you a ranger, or you got a level in rogue or something?
I am a level 2 ranger, 1 first level rogue.
There we go. That's why. But I don't think you don't have a bonus action dash yet, do you?
No,
No.
you get to the second level.
Okay.
Second level, you get
so what happened
should've
was
gotten
you
that.
so you've used your action to dash. So now you have a bonus action left. Because you've used your movement and your action.
Dab.
Oh, if I have a bonus
Flex
action,
on.
then fuck it. I'm gonna use Hunter's Mark.
Okay, please target the
Why
hag
not?
and use Hunter's Mark on her. Because I don't know if you have the animation
What?
for it. Maybe it works. I don't remember if you guys set it up. On Foundry if you can. I'll give her
I
a
have
little.
the macro, don't I? Come on.
I'll give her a
Let's set it
little.
up.
Oh, why can't I click her? Oh, that's weird.
Hold on. I'll set up the macro. My spell book.
Sorry guys, we haven't used Foundry that much.
Okay.
Have you done it?
You
Click it.
do the spell.
Click it.
Danny, do you need help?
It's not popping up on my thingy.
Do you not have Hunter's Mark on it?
I don't know why I don't have my my macros.
Well, not the macros. Just go into your character sheet. We don't have time for macros. Just click it so it comes up on the chat, so we have it.
Oh, whoops. Wait. You have no available first level spells. Oh god, I think I forgot to do rest on my character sheet.
Okay.
before.
No, just change your... Okay, sorry. I'll do this. Don't worry.
I'm sorry.
I can change this. Don't worry. Spellbook.
Danny.
I'll give you 2.
Damn.
There you go. You can
250
cast it
for-
now.
Yes, no, okay.
But target the hag first. I think
Okay.
she's targeted, so yeah.
She's already targeted.
Okay, cool.
Hunter's Mark.
Okay,
cool.
you
Now
don't
it's
have
cast.
markers on it. Okay, so that's your turn, right? Because you can't do anything else.
Yep.
Okay, now it is the hag's turn, and I don't know why. Oh, okay, I see why I
The hag
can't
isn't
click her.
targeting.
Yes, I know. Give me a second.
There
we go. Okay, I'm gonna put I'm gonna put a. Do you know how you put like a little icon? Oh, there we go. Hunter's Mark. I'll put this little eye on her so you know she's marked. So she can swim really well.
Yeah,
So
I'm aware.
what she's gonna do? She's gonna swim.
How fast can she
no,
run?
why did I do that? Why did I do that? She's not planning to run. She's gonna swim. 1, 2, 3, 4. How far does this thing of hers last? I just want to double check. Just give me a second here.
Just
Uh,
all I need to do is just get past rock.
is this 30 feet? Oh, yes, you are within 30 feet of her. Oh, sorry, wrong one. She's gonna move just one more closer to you, and now you're within 30 feet of her, and she's gonna. Wait, hold on. Does this
Which
work?
is mockery me.
And I'm just double checking. Okay, she sort of swims up to the front of you. You can see the water is bluish green and she's the same color as the water. So, she ends up like, it's hard to see her move through the river because the river like is flowing that way.
Camouflage.
It's flowing that way if you can see the cam. It's flowing to the right. And so basically she's like camouflaging herself in the river, and with the rapids it's hard to see her in there. But at some point she manages to sort of get her head from out the water and hiss at you, and she is ugly as fuck. So by the way, as you're running away from her, are you looking at her or no? Are you just like heading just yeeting yourself? Are you trying to see where she is or?
I am generally trying to keep a good gauge of where she is.
Okay, then she'll move a little
So I
bit,
am
like a little bit.
looking in her general direction.
Yeah, she's gonna curl up a little bit further in, and then she just hisses at you, and doesn't seem to do much else. And now, 'tis your turn. And when you start your turn, I need you to give me
Wisdom save?
a wisdom save, please.
Yes. Hiss, back at it.
Damn. That's a purple flex if I've ever seen one.
That is a 17.
You pass. Tis your turn.
It is now my turn. Okay. This 30.
I fucking love this playlist. I don't know when I made it. I think I was like walking to work and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna make this playlist.
It's like, come on.
Yeah.
It's like 15.
Mm-hmm.
And 20 and 25. Can I
Yeah, you can slot in between the tree and the rock. Sure.
Can I hide?
I believe. Do you have a? It's a sick cunning action is. You can hide as your action, I believe, because rogues get cunning action.
Yes.
Yeah. So sure, give me a stealth check. It's gonna be versus the hags, because she's been watching you as well. So you're both kind of like watching each other.
I'm aware.
It's versus the hags' perception, I guess. So.
But she's like all the way in the river, and right now I'm like behind the rock.
Yeah, but
right
she saw you. She saw you head
She
behind
saw
the
me
rock.
go
So
behind there, yes. But it's just gonna be a matter of like.
Yeah. Do your
how
roll.
well do I have? Oh, 23.
Okay, let me see if her perception, if she sees you. Nope, she fucking lost you. She doesn't seem, you see her like, she hasn't moved yet, but as you were running, you can't hear anything, so you don't know yet, but you think you're pretty well hidden.
You gotta remember, Danny, just because she doesn't see you doesn't mean she didn't know where she last saw you.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm thinking about it.
You now have a bonus action left. What do you do anything with it?
I don't really have much in terms.
Yeah, but I think you know
actions.
where she is because you've hunters marked her. I think that gives you like an awareness of her, like a magical
It gives me the awareness that yes, she is in the general vicinity of me.
Mm-hmm. Is that your turn then?
Yeah, that's my turn. I don't have a bonus action spell.
Then please pass on.
Besides Hunter's Mark. That's pass. Yep.
Pass the turn.
Oh, right. I forgot.
On the carousel. Okay, there we go. So, the hag sort of moves further closer to where you were. She doesn't come off the shore, but she comes close enough to try to see where you are. And
do I see her?
Oh yeah, no.
She isn't within my field of vision. I see.
You see her pop her head out once in a while, but you're aware, like as she's moving, your senses follow her through the river. In my world, Hunter's Mark is more like. Have you ever seen that? What is it? Predator's vision, like thermal vision.
Oh, yes.
It's sort of like that, but it's not thermal vision. It's this like magical haze of you can see like a humanoid form moving, but you don't see all the like parts, but you're aware that this is the person I'm marking, and that they like if they've moved from the direction from the place they were, you know that they've moved. So in my world, Hunter's Mark does a little bit more than just oh you can easier track them. I'm like no, it is like a hunter's radar in a way. So you do see her move closer to the riverbank and like pop her head in and out, looking for you, and you see her getting really fucking irritated.
Because I got a free snack and it just walked away.
Yeah, she's gonna move up, but then there's a lot of people in the bathing area, and she's like, you can see her look up, and there's still people like washing and talking. They're really loud, busy, don't even look downstream. And like she narrows her eyes, clearly like doesn't know whether she wants to go further in, then looks for you again. I believe I'm gonna give her, because she uses her whole entire turn to look for you, I'm gonna give her another perception check to see if she finds you. It's gonna be, I'm not gonna give her disadvantage, because she knows the general vicinity of where you are, she just can't see you.
Remember, it was a 23 I got.
Yes. Damn, you hide, girl. This did not go at all. I was like, this could go many ways. This is one that I did not expect to go. So yay you. Okay, let me try. Perception. Let's try it again. No, she can't fucking see you. She's blind.
I am one with the wilderness.
You became John Cena.
You literally like go into the crevice between the rock and the tree and just blend to the scenery. Because you're wearing kind of green and and the sun is showing like the shade in this region. You're invisible. And she looks around and doesn't seem to see you. And I believe I've moved her. I don't know how much I moved her. She was here before, right? So I moved her like 20 feet. Oh, why am I doing this all the time? She's gonna go underwater. And you are still aware of where she is, but she is not peeking her head out anymore. And that is her turn, because she's used most of her turn to look for you. And there was a lot of like... then just dipping down.
Where this bitch at?
Yeah, where the bitch at? Now it's your turn again. What do you do, Sylfania? You know, you vaguely know where she is, but she's now underwater.
She's now underwater. I vaguely know where she is. So, this tree, is there a point where I can actually kind of go between the tree and like the...
I'd say it's pretty, it's been growing almost out of the cliff, so there is...
Oh, it's growing out of the cliff.
It's growing like right next to the cliff, so there are like tiny gaps, but not enough for a person to go through. Basically, I made it so that, I mean, on this map, you can technically climb up the cliff a little bit and then to the left, like in a video game, but you can't go through. You can't go underneath. Sorry.
Oh. Here. Then I have to keep moving. I gotta get out of this general area. She finds me. Can I kind of climb up the tree stealthily?
Climb up the tree from the back stealthily. It'll be at you'll have to roll stealth at a disadvantage because you are making noise and you are climbing a tree, and you're climbing a tree between a cliff and a tree. So I'm gonna make it a DC 15 because it's harder to do it quietly. Acrobatics or athletics check, and then you'll give me a stealth check. So give me the athletics or acrobatics check first.
Okay then. I will give you acrobatics.
Yes, please.
Just normal?
Yeah, no, as I said, yeah, just normal, but a higher DC,
yeah.
15.
That is 14, damn it.
14, okay. And now give me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Please, God.
Oh no!
15.
There was a nat 20 in there, but okay, 15. I'll have to roll the perception again for her, because she is looking for you, but trying, like, now it's by ear. She's got pretty good hearing, so. 15. Okay. So as you climb at the back of this tree, you try to climb, and then you accidentally, like, break a branch, and you slide back where you were, and you, like, freeze. And you think you're okay, but you're not sure. You're like, okay, that wasn't a good idea. You can't probably climb this tree without making noise or giving yourself away. But I'd say that used up your whole turn, girl. Because that was a lot of, like, moving and trying to be stealthy and now being quiet, so... but yeah, no, you've tried. You think you might be still hidden, but you're not sure.
I'm not sure now.
Yeah, now it's,
In my infinite wisdom, I say I might be a little boned here. I'm between a rock and a hard place, literally.
Yeah, so, your awareness pings in a way that you feel the creatures start to move away from you, back where it came from, back where it used to be. Because you probably think you're really stealthy and it couldn't see you. So you're like, shit. So your hunter's mark awareness is like you can feel her move away. You know she's in general vicinity of here, but you can't tell. You know what? I'll just do this. Oh, yeah. So I'll unping it whenever it's your turn. But yeah, oh, actually, because she's swimming. Yep. It is your turn now.
I like this. Okay.
So what do you do? You're currently hidden. You're pretty certain the creature has moved away.
I don't like that. I am going to have to quickly just move around the tree then. And try to go back into hiding again.
Do your movement. Show me exactly, like, how you're moving. And if you're doing it stealthily, I'll need you to do me another stealth check.
Well. Oh. See a tent here.
Yeah, there's a tent. I don't know why the stream is doing this weird thing. Just give me a second.
Oh, where it's not really following me right now?
Yeah, can you untarget?
I can't see her.
I've just put her visibility back on. Can you untarget her? She's on the very far right.
Don't know if I can. Actually, I still don't see her on my end.
Okay, I'll just move her. Untarget her. Can you see her now?
Move her more. Now I see her.
Untarget. There you go. And yeah, go back to what you were doing, just so the stream cam is doing what it's doing.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let's say
Cool.
Here.
So you see a tent in front of you and some trees.
1, 4. Okay, so I see a tent here. See some trees. Is there anybody around?
No, there's no people. You can hear a lot of voices coming from further up left, but you moved quite a way down. This is probably somebody made a tent and left it for swimming at some point later. You don't know. It's just, and there's like an unfolded tent to the left. But you don't hear anything from inside, or you see anyone around. So
25, 30. I'm gonna go into these bushes and start hiding.
okay, so you're in the bushes. Sorry, I'm just gonna make the lighting a bit better. Okay, I don't know why the lighting is fucked up. I'm sorry. Forget me. For now, this is fine. Okay, you're in the bushes. Give me a stealth check. Because you've been trying to do this stealthily.
Yeah, don't fail me now, please. Whoa. That was almost on a nat 1. Oh my god.
Listen, it's a what? 26, I believe.
It's a 26, yeah. It almost landed on that 1. I was so fucked.
Your stealth checks, girl. They're crazy. Anyway, you're pretty sure you're hidden. You're pretty sure you've done like a parkour, a front roll, hide in the bushes. And your awareness of this thing is waning more and more as it's getting further away from you. So again, as I said, in my world, Hunter's Mark, when it's right in front of you, you can see it like thermal vision, but the further it gets from you, the more of just ping it is, rather than like an actual physical form that you can see.
Yeah. Honestly, that's probably much better than how it actually is.
Do you do anything else, or...
Do I do anything else? Oh no. There's nothing else for me to do. End my turn.
Okay, you end your turn. Great. Now, your perception of this thing almost completely disappears. You can feel it moving away, and at some point, what is the range on Hunter's Mark?
The range? Hunter's Mark. Range about 90 feet, I think. Yeah, about 90 feet.
90 feet? Good. Let me check. Oh, why is this doing the fucking ball again? I'm trying to make it a line. There we go. Oh yeah, so you lose all ping of this thing. You can't feel it. It's too far away from you now. So I guess combat's over. Let me double check, yeah? Is it 90 feet?
90 feet.
Yeah, concentration spell. Oh. Okay, well that's weird. On D&D Beyond it does, I mean, on this thing it doesn't tell you that Hunter's Mark has an extra option of tracking, but I know it does, so let me see it in your spells, just to be sure. Yeah, 90 feet. Okay, yeah, you stop, you can't see her, so I guess the combat is over. And it's just you here. And
I'm assuming it's me here.
I mean, you and a bunch of other people, so I'm going to quickly not kick the bot, but disconnect. And it is basically just your ordinary river. You're sitting. How long do you plan to like just squat there and wait?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna heal myself with
Okay.
some good berry.
How do you do that?
Good berry will give me, let's see, 1 HP for each berry. So like I can pull up about like 10 berries here in your hand. Choose for a magic. Creature
Okay.
can use its action to eat 1 berry. Eating this berry restores 1 hit point. So I'm just gonna like just gonna eat these berries.
Okay,
Smart on
so
you.
you're bloating yourself on berries, basically, because
Yes,
these
I don't
berries
care.
give you. They
The
basically
trauma
feed you for
bomb
the
of
day.
being, stuffed turkey.
Oh. Okay. So. Oh, the ambiance is a bit quiet,
plus
but yeah.
10. Okay, cool. I'm back at 22. Well,
Yeah.
maybe.
So you ate all of your stuff. You're now almost full health. You still have this ugly like scratch down your cheek and neck, and a little bit of your armor has been ripped. Thankfully, your pilgrim's cord is still attached because you usually keep it underneath your jacket. And like, but the wound is throbbing, but it's not bleeding anymore.
Cool.
So, 1 second. I have.
Oh.
Shit.
Get
Sorry,
it?
I had like a giant mosquito, and I was like, if it's gonna keep flying
Oh.
around, it's gonna just annoy me. I think I might have kind of got it, but I don't know. If I see it flying around again, I think I might have just missed it, but I stunned it.
Hell
So
no.
it's good. I stunned it, so we're good. Anyway, yeah, you're back to this location. You can roam around if you wish. It's up to you.
Can roam around.
Actually, let me
Well,
get to settings and go into stream. I believe there was a way for the stream view to be a bit larger.
I don't know if you can. So, for now, I'm actually just gonna continue just being stealthy.
Hold on, let me
This whole-
quickly refresh. Oh, sorry guys. I had to refresh it to maybe get the cam larger. Oh no, it's worse. What have I done? Sorry, carry on. What are you doing? I'm just playing around with the.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna be moving down through the bushes, and I'm just gonna continue to keep being stealthy as possible. And I'll probably try to hop inside this tent, see what's in there. There's people in there, or I try to listen first if there's someone in there.
Okay, you listen into the tent, and you don't seem to be like you're listening, and you don't hear any sounds of people moving because you've got pretty high perception. But
Okay.
yeah, you don't hear
So,
anything.
then
It
I
seems
just
it's
open up the
empty.
tent.
Yeah, you open up the tent and it's empty. There's no private there's no private stuff of people, but there's like a towel, some personal thing, like there's no personal things, but there's like general like a towel, maybe like a lantern. Some stuff is inside the tent, but it's obviously like either set up for public use or somebody set it up and decided that they come here often enough that they don't come in.
So I'm gonna take the towel and I'm just gonna can I grab it and just sort of put it over my head.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just kind of wrap it around my head.
Around your head or your face?
Around like my head and my face.
Okay, okay, it updated. Good. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
It's doing what I wanted it to do. Great. Yeah, you put it around your head, and you're covering your face again, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So you're basically wrapped up in a towel, but other than that, it seems to be pretty quiet. You know, birds, bees.
And what is all this on here on the side?
This is basically another tent that's not been set up, or like it's stuff to set up a tent.
Okay. And I'm just gonna keep going down through these bushes.
Yeah.
Just still trying to hide. So
Yeah.
you know.
I'd say you move slow enough to be able to be stealthy. And as you make it further in, you now, I mean, yeah, you keep going if you want. But
yeah, I'd keep going as slowly and stealthily as possible.
yeah, keep moving yourself.
Just till I get.
Yeah, you see that there's a lot of, like, laundry things. I mean, I don't have the tokens on the map, but there's a bunch of people here, and some of them look weird at you, that you're wearing a towel on your head, but nobody comments. People are still washing their clothes, doing their business, seem to be completely unaware of what was happening. Kids are still playing in the river down near where the rocks are, when it's much less deep. Probably more upstream, so like here. Hold on, let me ping it. So like here. They tend to play around upstream of the rocks because it's, you know, less dangerous for them. And yeah, you basically managed to make your way here. Do you want to go further out? You can already see the path in yellow where the way you came.
Is there no way to still like kind of be like sneaky or anything?
I mean, you're sneaky enough that regular people, unless they're looking straight at you, they won't see you. But they're all busy doing stuff. So if you're quiet enough, I'll just let you.
I'm just being quiet as possible.
Yeah,
Just
I'll let you be
like,
stealthy enough too.
I'll even do it as I'm going through the town itself.
Yeah, I mean, we
Just,
can...
like, trying to stick to like the basically like alleyways.
Yeah, at this point we're gonna switch to regular roleplay, but so you can leave. There we go. We're back. Cool.
At the moss.
Great. You've survived. Where I was like, the option was that it's not. It was interesting. That lack of failed attack of opportunity really saved your ass there. So yeah,
Lucky.
you
don't have to bring the shovel.
No, I don't. You don't have to make another
That's quite
character.
expecting that one.
So yeah, you've basically. Oh God, not again.
I'm not dead, everybody.
You're not
Not
dead. So you make your
alive.
way. Yeah, you make your way through.
I'm a little shaken up right now.
Yeah. You make your way through the town back the way you came, as stealthy as you can. When in areas where there's not that many people, you're like, yeet it. But that wasn't that much time. But you managed to speed your way
Would you
out.
want me to like make a stealth roll to see how stealthy I make it through the town?
Are you planning to be the same stealthy through the town? Then yeah, make me
Yes.
another stealth roll.
I am. I'm hiding right now. Ba, 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 ba. That is a 19.
19. Okay, 19. I'll just move you all to the waiting room so you guys are in there. Cool. You pretty stealthy, you think? You think not that many people even saw you go through? It's easier to get lost in the crowd. Where are you making your way to? What's your destination?
Back to Bax's house. Remember, wasn't that the meetup point? What was the meetup point? We said.
I think originally I told you to come back to the outsides of the.
We were gonna meet up
river.
at the barracks because we're gonna
At the
report to his
barracks?
mom. Yeah.
Okay, then we're going to the barracks then.
Okay.
I was trying to remember, like.
Yeah, it's in the Holy Marches district. You've all agreed where you're gonna go, so you don't have to like look for it. There is the main office of the barracks of the Garda, in Holy Marches. So you're making your way there. It'll take you a bit of time because you're being stealthy. Meanwhile,
Walking fast
we're gonna switch
Faces
to.
down. and homebound.
I'm gonna switch to Bax and Fervorand, who have been in the library for a while. I'd say, while Sildana has had her adventures near the river.
Just let me know whenever I pop in.
Okay, so the two of you are researching and, continuing on from previous episode.
I think we were done researching and about to move on, right?
Yes, look at the time. My wrist says it's get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
Why? Okay.
Before we go to the barracks, I'd like to make one detour, if you don't mind.
To where?
Well, I have a letter to drop.
Well, if you wish. Let's go then.
Okay, so you head over to, yes. Oh, I'll need to re-listen to these. Sorry, I'm scrolling through the OSTs and there's like been 6 more albums released. Holy shit. I'll need to get back to this. But anyway, you head over to, I would like to say you head over to, let me put the sound up again if the music bot will behave today, which is unlikely.
It is indeed unlikely.
Oh, jeez. It's very loud. It's very loud in here. Yeah, it's very loud in here. So you guys go through a very busy town market and you head over to the post office. And the post office is in Southgate. So you guys have to trudge from Saints Row to Southgate. You find post office is kind of just this building with little pigeon and a little letter inside its mouth, inside its beak. Sort of, it's pretty obvious this is a post office. I mean, you don't need to be a genius to figure this out. So
Can you try tapping your mic? It sounds like you're speaking through like plastic. Yeah.
Really? Oh.
Ever since you turned the bot on, you became muffled.
Oh shit! I think it's the. For you guys, yeah, maybe. I think it might be just the Discord being.
It might be just Discord, yeah.
Let me do this.
Check the stream.
Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Still the same.
You sound actually fine on stream, actually.
Yeah. So I don't know. Sorry, it's Discord.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I've switched the mic on Discord.
Yeah, you sound fine.
Great. Cool. You guys, you muscle your way through the crowd into this little shop. You enter, and you go inside, and there's a clerk sitting there just writing something. There's a lot of letters. Surprisingly, lots of birds in cages, like pigeons. They're all sat like in a on the right side in a separate room, and on the left there is this like magical bowl of sorts that's currently empty. It's sat to the left of the table, and there's just a clerk. It's a very small place. There's not that many people here. There's only an old lady in the queue in front of you, currently like signing some sort of a paper, and the clerk is just sitting there watching her.
I give the young gentleman my letter, and of course I pay the fees.
Cool.
I'm assuming
Gentlemen.
like what, 2-3 coppers.
So the VIP service, the first class post, is done via magic. It's not like there's three different rates. Actually, there's 4 different rates. Rate number 1, it's the most privileged, like within few minutes it will arrive to its destination. And it is basically like a teleportation thing. So they teleport the letter itself that's sealed to the destination. That costs 5 gold. Now
I'll take it.
Wait.
Yeah.
He's like,
no need to say wait. He's just gonna pop it.
he's about to mention something else, and then you're like, I'll take it, and he goes like, okay. You give it to the clerk. The clerk sees the letter, weighs it, sees the dimensions, and then calls it to the back, and there's a young, almost 14-year-old boy comes out in the robes of the Magic Academy. Sort of bows to you, comes up to the bowl, takes the letter, the bowl is empty, there's no water in it, it's just a dry bowl. Places it on there, and you notice...
better, it'll ruin my letter.
Yeah, you notice that on the inside of the bowl, there's been, like, etched, like, a magic circle. and then the boy sort of closes his eyes and does hand gestures, and like arcane light starts coming up from it, and the letter like vibrates and then goes just disappears. I mean, before this, obviously the clerk got the correct address where it needs to go.
Yeah.
You know, this has all been done, don't worry.
I lean back towards Bax. Remarkable, as you notice, how his eyes didn't even glow a single fraction during the entire process. When are you going to reach that level?
Ferrand, shut the fuck up.
My eyes seem to have struck a nerve.
So yes, Bax, you as a student of magic would understand this spell as a teleportation circle, but it's not the same level spell. So obviously this cannot teleport people. This can only teleport objects up to a certain weight. So these guys cannot teleport parcels. They can only teleport letters of a particular weight. That's why he had to weigh the letter to see if it will go. And particular dimensions, the stuff that can fit into the bowl. And it's obviously the rune circle has been modified intensely for this particular purpose, so that a person with, you know, who's not a level like 7 or 8 wizard can actually use this spell. It's been highly repurposed for this particular for this particular option. Yeah, you've sent a letter. You've done your thing.
Nice.
All right.
Shall we go visit your mother then?
Well, yes, it is the next on the list.
In
let's
any
go.
other circumstance would you say that?
Let's go visit your mother. Cool. So you head over to Holy Marches, and I'd say you guys, because Sylfania's sneaking, you guys reach there about the same time. I'd say you two reached there a little bit earlier, because this whole shebang of Sylfania asking questions, that took a while. Sneaking back into the city took a while.
Bribing children took a while. Yeah.
Being almost eaten by a hag took a while. You know, it's all a thing. That actually was pretty fast.
Listen, I was busy.
That was, yeah, she's busy. She's gonna be there, I'd say. I'll tell when she comes in. So the two of you reach these beautiful, and again, the fucking sound. These beautiful barracks. You go into the district of Holy Marches, which you have not been before. And the area, let me double check if I have a representative image for this region, because I tried to give you all like a little flavor of what it looks like.
Flavor.
Yes. Yes.
Damn,
What was
Mads.
that? Is that how you do
Fucking-
it, Mads?
Yeah, that's how he cranks it out.
Damn, boy.
What'd you do?
Gotta do the twist.
Oh, did you twist your back? Is that what happened?
He was,
gonna-
he was
you're gonna do
grinding
this-
his pepper, if you know what I mean.
You do the salt and pepper shaker?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Shimmy, shimmy.
Sounds fun.
Ooh. Actually, yeah. I have a representative image. It's not the best, but, ooh. Actually, I might not have it, unfortunately. Yeah, I've had them generated, but oh no, I still have it. Never mind.
What did
It's
you
there.
post?
There you go. This is, when you reach it, it looks slightly different. It looks a little bit, you'd expect, like, these buildings with gilded tops and very tall, like, marble columns. You'd expect these to be more in, like, the holy, like, the light's rest, where all the priests live. And they have a similar architecture, but these look more severe. These look more like established buildings with large doors and very tall and imposing, and they should be imposing. And as you're heading that way, you the amount of people there is less, but you see a lot more paladins going by, a lot more guard, lots of more like armored people. It's obviously a switch to a different area of the city. You pass by a few like training academies, so you can see through these big arches. These places, most of them don't really have doors, like they have these open arches. And as you're passing through the main street, you can look inside and you see a lot of training halls. You see like sand pits with a bunch of like dummies and a few people training. So this whole area is very militaristic in a way. You've been here before, Bax, so you've visited your mom once in a while to bring her lunch or some other things. So it's not that surprising to you. You know where to go. You head down the street, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, you do a few turns, end up at this pretty inconspicuous, it is the headquarters, but it looks pretty average in comparison to all of these imposing training schools. You go inside and there's a literal desk and a dwarf with a magnificent beard and a mustache, sits there in front of a journal. You've seen him around. He's usually on duty at this point. And yeah.
Hey, Jim. How you doing?
Yeah, well, shall we just head on inland?
After you.
The clerk, the dwarf that's been sitting there looks up at you, just looks you over. There's a little bit of recognition in his face upon seeing you, Bax, but he's like trying to stop you and goes like, "Oh, hold on there. Sorry about that."
Him.
But these are the headquarters. Sorry. What's your name? Do you have an appointment?
I am
looks at you,
Fervin
Bax.
Dickens.
Mm-hmm.
We have an appointment with my mother.
And your mother is...
Fucking...
You gotta Google it!
Oh, it ends with obsidian.
Well, yeah, but...
I mean, I figured you kind of look like you kind of look like Lieutenant Obsidian. Is that your mother then?
Gerlaris Obsidian, yes.
Right. Well, sorry to tell you, she's not in.
No, we're planning on meeting her here in roughly, I'd say, half a sundial.
Well, I mean, she's been in here in the morning, but she's been reassigned, so she's been gone for a few hours now.
You mind us waiting?
I mean, sure, you can wait, but she's not going to be back for at least a week.
At least a week.
I did say she was reassigned. There's been a... right. And he looks into this, like, pile of papers. It's ridiculously, like, covered with, like, quickly scribbled notes and a bunch of stuff. And he starts digging through. It's like, hold on, I think I remember her telling me to give this to you. If you could... there we go. And finds a really hastily scribbled note with, like, a messy splotches of ink. And passes it over to you, Bax.
I pick it up.
As you look into it... Oh, sorry.
I pick it up and yes, I'll be reading this a bit later. And I put it back in my backpack. I'll not read it right now.
Alright, if you want to wait, it's up to you. I mean, I'm kind of aware where they sent her, so she's not going to be back for a week. So if you want to wait here for a week, you're welcome to. Or, it's up to you.
No, it's
So you
fine.
would have no qualms if I just stood here in front of your desk staring at you for a week.
I don't care. I mean, my shift doesn't last that long, so I'd be gone. Then someone else would be here, and that might be their problem, not mine.
Oh, what is your shift like? Just the day shift?
Yeah. I mean, it's not the whole day. It's a 12-hour shift. Then I go.
Oh, and when is your shift done?
It gives you a strange look and kind of goes like, it's
I'm wondering what
Don't
time
know
I
where
should
you
be
live.
standing here.
it's done at sundown. Which, in your
Sure.
time,
No.
sundown in this weather would be about 6 p.m.
No, Bax, he's offering me the proposition of standing here all day during his work hours and stare at him. I should hardly refuse the offer.
He sighs and he just looks like he's
I
He's
sigh
like-
with him. I honestly sigh with him at the notion of that.
he's like a
I'm
tired police constable. So he sits there and he's like, I'm used to people being smart with me, being yelling, being, he's seen some shit. He's not surprised. And that's why when you're starting shit, he's just like, here we go again. But he's not really like annoyed.
Ah, shit. Here we
Yeah.
go again.
I'm just messing with the old chap.
So he looks at you and says like, anything else I can help you with, or can I go back to my my accountant?
Well, yes, I was curious how your investigation into me has gone.
He looks you over again and goes like, right, there was a guard from Southgate who claimed that there was a person, a suspicious person wearing a mask of your description. Do recall that, but to be honest, he's a bit of a cunt anyway, so
Bit of a cunt.
not sure if it was just him being a cunt or you're actually a suspicious person. Do you want me to look into it?
No, I was curious how long it would take. I mean, they did make it sound like it was going to happen instantly, but
I
presuming you
mean,
don't pay for instant mail, I'm guessing it's going to take a few days.
yeah, I mean, bureaucracy mostly. I mean, I'm sure it's because I think Viscount Yesland was involved in this. This might get pushed a little bit further. But I would honestly, I wouldn't be too worried about it if things have been sorted out amicably. Which I mean, he came in not seething. He came in a little bit confused, meaning he might not just push it because it'd be too much work, and we're understaffed as it is.
I would find it absolutely hilarious if he pushed it, because consider the option if all the things I've said I am is false, even if that still doesn't make them right. So they would just be admitting to, well, what they did officially.
Sure. I'm sure this is an issue that will either be sorted or will not. And he's
No, I'm
obviously
just
sits there
humoring-
like, not my business. None of this is my business.
I'm just humoring the situation. It's like reading a good, how should I put this, crime novel, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's entertaining.
Aye.
Okay,
You
well,
just go like, ooh, yes.
I'll be walking outside. You can stay here if you wish a little bit, Ferrand, and I don't even wait for him. I just begin to walk out.
Mm-hmm.
See you later.
Looks like my tour guide is leaving, so I'll be leaving as well. But for being such a good sport, I put a gold coin on the table. Drinks are on me tonight, eh, chap? And I give him a wink and I walk away.
Give him a little kiss.
He looks up. You
Get your little
feel
beard.
you feel his eyes looking into you as you go away, but he doesn't like say anything. Doesn't get
Yeah.
like you
I'm
again because you
just
turned you turned
I want
around.
you
You
I
can't
want to
tell.
just pet his beard.
And
Just
as
give a little dog.
he does look a little bit more disheveled, but his mustache and beard are magnificent. As you guys head out, you see. Actually, what are your passive perceptions? They're not very high.
Mine will be higher.
Yeah, you rolled a crazy stealth, Saldana, for the town. So
Mine is
y'all are
15.
just walking, and then Saldana, you see these two walk out of the you just got to the headquarters, and you see them two walk out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Bags, would you prefer a scone?
I appear
Savannah.
behind them.
Okay, so you pop up with a towel on your head, completely covered, behind these two. Do you say anything? Because you're still hidden.
Like, boys.
Oh, I thought she already like announced herself before.
No.
She's like, "Hey,
Literally,
guys, what's up?"
as you're coming out and you're talking, there's somebody from behind you going like, "Boys!"
It's me.
I keep gesturing like, I think a scone would go very well with a cup of coffee right now. What do you think? I mean, it is still kind of noon, but I could have it like simple meal before I have eaten dinner.
How strong do I have to be to like just like drag them to like a corner?
Well, Ferrand, we can do that in a bit. I want to read the letter in a little relative piece if I can.
No,
So-
roll acrobatics.
Feel free.
Or
It
can I
would
roll?
be if you wanna like jump kick them into an alley,
No,
then
I'm
acrobatics.
Not, I'm not
If-
jump kicking them.
If you wanna-
Piranha Kid comes in.
if you wanna
Get
pull
the
them
fuck
in-
in the alley.
if you wanna pull them in, it'll be an athletics check.
Just
Mm.
fucking lasso me.
Would lassoing them work? Yeah.
Do you have a lasso?
Do you have rope?
Do I have rope? is the
Yes,
question.
but it needs to be fashioned into a lasso. Do you know how to do that?
That's relatively easy.
I lived on a farm
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
most of my
You
life.
just take the rope, tie it, and leave a big circle, then you can like make sure
Sure.
it's tight enough to
Make a
not-
lasso. Make a
Fuck it.
lasso.
Would that work as acrobatics?
Like
Sure.
that, how she instead of just says,
Okay.
"Hey, can we move in?" She makes a fucking lasso.
Awesome.
I'm
Sure.
assuming we're still
I rolled a
walking as
14.
this is happening.
Yep.
Do we even notice that she's
You
just
dragged
making a
them in.
lasso?
Oh,
I mean-
we have no fucking idea.
No, she did say boys from behind you, but you guys apparently ignored that and carried on. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
true.
in my
We
head
did
canon,
ignore.
you guys heard boys, but you're like probably not us, and kept going,
Yeah,
while
that's
Saldana's just
100%.
walking behind you quietly and trying to make a lasso. That's what's happening, I think.
And I
let's
drag
find
you
it
like
then.
into like a
Can we-
corner.
Should we?
Just us.
Give me an acrobatics check, please.
I did. I gave.
Oh, what was
the
it?
14. 14.
14. I'd say Just give me a strength check, both of you, just a full strength check, to
Both
see
of
how.
us?
Yeah,
Are you combining this?
yeah, to make this faster.
Okay.
All
That's a
right.
10. Back.
Yep.
Because he has no strength.
Yeah,
that's a-
you manage to like.
Okay. I drag
lasso
him into
them.
the corner.
So you two are walking and talking, and then suddenly both of you get like lassoed together like in a cartoon, and then pulled into a side alley. You're like,
Let's go.
Do I see who it is?
at this point, after you've been lassoed, you turn and you see it's a woman wearing Sylvana's clothes, but with a towel on her head. So you assume it's Sylvana with a towel on her
At this
head.
point, where we're in the corner, I just immediately take the towel off.
As she takes the towel off, you can see like fading gouges down her chin and neck from something that had like claws. And she looks pretty haggard, but they're not bleeding, and they're like, you know when the scar just closes and it looks like it's still pink. So it's kind of like that.
Mhm.
I take one of my sickles and just stick them under and cut the rope. Brush my cloak.
Yeah, I after you like cut them, I also
Okay,
like.
that was my rope.
I'll get a new one.
Perfectly good rope. Now you have I think you usually have 50 foot of rope. You have now 2 times 25 feet of rope.
Now I have 25 feet of rope.
Twice. You have two bits.
Just tie it together and you have 50 feet of rope again.
There you go. Cool.
No, it's not as strong.
You guys are in an alley.
Not my problem.
Yes. Anyways,
You're in an alley.
boys,
You get into
I-
a fist fight.
yes, with a hag.
Ah, we were just reading up on those, and
Yeah, I found out it's real.
What type?
Green.
oh, there's a type.
Yes.
Interesting.
And where did you exactly find that?
In the river, where everybody washes their clothes past that point.
So it's a sea hack.
Yes.
Okay, well, instead of walking into the water and beating it to death, how about we try and track it so we can know where it hides? Maybe then we'll find our missing victims.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
just because they're in it, it's probably just is where it eats or something, or grabs its victims. It's probably still unsure its actual cabin or whatever.
the girl you're looking for. Did she wear a pink bow by any chance?
I have no fucking clue.
Yes, I'll answer for you. Because I've literally saw episode 1 where I was talking about Adelia, and her main thing is she's a pink tiefling, and she liked like white and fuchsia clothes to complement her coloring. So you would know because she was like I'd say she's like the like the
He's
school
seen
model.
her before. He
So
knows what she looks like.
It's like you've heard of her, and it's like Regina George. If you've been into school with Regina George, you're like, that bitch wears pink. So
Not
you're
In that
Bitch.
case,
you know.
I mean, honestly, for a second here, I'd just be like, I mean, just let me forget. But yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that does seem to match your general description. Yes.
Well,
Well, I guess this might have been hers then.
Very likely. Well, if we need to save any of them, we probably ought to act quickly, but we will not have the aid of my mother.
well, I can act as bait. I can hold my breath for really long.
Question.
Neat skill. But okay, didn't ask.
Why
Anyway,
are we doing
We're going
this?
to a river, Bags. Presumably, you're going to go underwater.
Wait, boys. Question.
I haven't swum in ages.
Why are
No,
we
why?
doing this?
What?
Why
Because
are we
it's
doing?
fun.
Why don't we alert the authorities and tell someone?
We literally did earlier.
I know.
Well, feel free.
I mean, we are in here. We can.
Why don't we
Hey,
alert
I'll
more?
go do it right now. And I walk in, and I go to the clerk guy. Hey, I'm back. Did you know that there's a green hag in the river outside?
He literally does like a what? And he goes, no, was not aware of that.
Well, you know the blacksmith that's been complaining about his daughter going missing? Supposedly her pink ribbon was also found in the river with the sea hag, so it's assumed she's one of the victims as well.
Hold on. Someone's been missing?
Yeah, it was usually most said that she was raptured by her classmates, but her dad didn't believe it, so we've been investigating it offhandedly, more or less, and found out there's a hag in the river.
Oh, hold on. He goes down, picks up a notebook, and says, "Right, sorry. Can you start from the beginning? So, a blacksmith. Which one? Names, please. Dates, locations. I am very confused right now."
Well,
We start from step 1.
it all began when I was a young boy back in the capital city.
Right, I love your wit, but if you're about to give a statement, I would need you to be precise, but you know, as concise as you can, but also not leaving out important detail.
How about I come up and then I just sort of start telling him the.
Okay, I mean to cut this up, to not make this an eternal
Yeah,
thing.
I was just gonna say, like,
I'll even like show him my scar on my face where I
While they
actually
are
met the
explaining
hag.
it, while they're explaining it, I'll be staying outside and just reading the letter.
Okay, I'll get back to
in the
you,
alley.
Bax. I'll get back to you, Bax. So as the two of you are giving a statement to the police, which is basically how you usually do things, he has like a form that he's writing down things on, and you're looking at you and hearing your story. How much do you tell him? That's all I need to know. Do you give me in a few sentences what exactly do you tell him, and things that you do not tell him, if there's anything you specifically want to keep out of his interest.
Out of curiosity, considering how safe the city is, does he have to blow dust off the form?
Well, the form is like general complaint form, so no, the people do have general complaints.
I would basically describe it as I met him at a Deep Pillow Tavern, found out through mutual acquaintances about the daughter being missing, and I heard from Francis, I believe his name was, about like his conspiracy theories and all that. Decided to look into it just to see what happens, and then Sylfania going to the river to look where she was last seen, and ending up meeting the hag.
And yeah, I would explain,
and
my meeting with the hag.
Okay.
And
okay.
showing, displaying my scar.
Cool.
Knowing
Do
I
you
had a fight.
do you mention how you figured out it was a hag, like through travel, or do you mention anything about Eris and the hex bag? Do you say any of that?
I don't mention the hex bag. I just mention like going to the library to like, because he went like conspiracy theory about like fey creatures in the city back in the olden days, and me going to the library being like, there's a thing called a hag, and then him conveniently, like Danny conveniently meeting a hag, and we're like, yes, tick box.
Okay, cool. So as you say this, like his eyebrows do a journey, but he doesn't stop you, doesn't interrupt you, just nods, asks some very poignant questions, more about the timings of when it happened, just to keep track of the storyline. About like he asks some like leading questions about the case. Like he seems to be like the questions aren't stupid. The questions are quite like to the point, to ascertain missing bits in your recollection, but because it is mostly truthful, as what you said, you weren't really hiding any pertinent information to the case.
And
he
it
doesn't
happened this morning.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be through the whole case, he doesn't seem to be he doesn't seem to like seem suspicious or anything. He just nods and writes it down and says, all right, well, this is very serious. Do you need a healer? And he looks at you, Sylfania, with the little scratches. He goes like, because that looks like it's healing, but it looks quite nasty. I'm
a bit beaten up right now. I'm like 1 HP down right now. That's it.
I mean, the scars are more just for flavor, because it was pretty like a gouged. Like, even if it heals, it doesn't just disappear. It's still there.
It's thematic, Daddy. Shut up.
Yeah. So basically, as he looks at you, he nods and gets like another youth comes over, sort of really gangly, sort of big eyes, big ears, kind of freaky looking. Comes up to him and nods, and he sends him, and he sort of rushes out and says, "We'll get you a cleric to take care of that." I mean, mostly because the cut's quite nasty. I mean, you look pretty fine. You don't seem to be poisoned or nothing, but you never know what's on the... If it was truly closed, you never know what was on it, so best to, double check.
I would say it was probably some strange type of magic when I fought it. I don't know what it was doing to me exactly.
Right. Well,
I would most certainly hope that the Garda has someone capable of tracking, if not, would hire Sildana's services, considering you're only gonna meet her, well, hunting ground in the river. You want to know where she's bringing her victims.
I would
at this,
recommend.
yeah.
I'm not sure, but I had a hard time trying to track it. It was like it left no tracks when I was trying to look for it in the beginning.
As you guys are just giving this statement, during a little bit of this, people have been coming in and out of the precinct, and well, I call it the precinct, but they've been like looking at the two of you. You know, as you walk in, people are giving a statement, like okay, they move on to do their things. Like there's foot traffic. It's not just the three of you in here. And at some point, you notice a very familiar figure, Feverand, Luba, floats over, and looks up. And she sees you two in front of the guy, and Sildana with her scratch her face and like floats over to you and goes like, "Oh no, are you okay? What is going on?" And you see the guy sort of sigh as he's writing down the statement.
Nothing, just an ordinary sea hag encounter.
What? Oh my god! So it is true. And she looks at the Clark who sits there and looks up at her, and he goes like, "Luba, what are you doing here? You're on leave. You've been on leave since yesterday. Get out." She goes like, "But there is a hag somewhere. We need to do something." He's like, "Aye, I'm taking down a statement. We'll take care of it. Go have a date with your boyfriend or something." She looks up back at him and says, "Well, I cannot do that because he is still on duty." You know, he looks at her and goes, "That's not my jurisdiction, but just get out. It's none of your business anymore. You're off for 2 weeks." And he goes back to writing, and she seems to be like irritated, and she's already been like, as you've seen her come in, already a little bit pissed off on something. Now she seems like it's building up to like she's fuming, but she's not saying anything.
I believe Sildana, you can take care of the statement from this point on. Lupa, what you say you go for a brief walk outside with me?
Okay, fine. If he wants me out of here, I'll leave. And she like floats, like angry floats out. I don't know how to explain that. Like fume floats out.
Violently vibrates in the air.
Just violent vibrating.
Just turn on like a fucking vibrator.
And she.
When fishes swim fast.
Yeah, she walks out with Ferberand. And Soldata, you finish giving the statement, and I think I'd say, Bax, you are in the side alley, so you three are in separate places, and that's where we'll start after a quick break. But I'm just gonna, before we go, I'm gonna give Bax what you read in the letter. So as you open the little note from your mom, in a hastily written, it's like, "Sorry, darling, I know we were supposed to meet, but I was reassigned because there's been some trouble in Gorov, which you would know is a city down the road. It's about 2.5 days travel." And she mentions that, honestly, these idiots can't do it themselves, so they had to send a senior officer there. I will be gone for about a week if things go well, simply due to travel times, but might take longer. I reiterate, do not do anything. Just go home, sit quiet, and don't stick your head out. If I find out, so help me the lady, and like there's a little pause as she's writing to the lady, you will be grounded for a year. Love you, Mom.
Don't forget to eat lunch.
I left you a
You're
little
muted.
snacky.
You're muted.
Even if you can't see it, I write on it like "challenge accepted."
Challenge accepted.
I love how she leaves this threat, and it's already been involved. We've already involved a minute.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna get a quick break because I need a quick break. We'll be on for 5 minutes or so, and then we will be right back. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Simply to like
Scammed.
But
sort
what
ourselves out.
if I need to clog my toilet?
Do
Why
it
would
within
you clog your toilet?
those 5 minutes, and then we'll go.
Sometimes, Danny, a man's gotta take a fat shit.
God damn, how fat are your shits?
Let's go to break.
That's debatable. wasn't keeping track.
And we're back, y'all. That was a shorter break than we thought, but we've done everything we planned, so we're actually quite good. Cool. So for those of you who are joining us after the break, basically, these three guys have gone to the police precinct to tell them about the issue,
like a normal person, we went to the fucking police.
Which they should have done earlier, but hey, they've done it now. Better late than never.
Part of being in an adventure is you have to do everything yourself. That's why the king goes, here's a letter, give it to my wife. And you go, okay. And you take it, and then you hand it to the left.
Indeed.
How many problems be solved if you just went to the police?
Yeah, so you guys have gone to the police, and Baxa found out that his mum has been reassigned, and basically in the note, I gave you the gist of what was happening, but she did mention she would go home to quickly tell your father, pick up some things, and go, so she wouldn't be able to see you, because you've been in the library for a while, and you realize, like, as soon as she came to work, she was basically just placed a file on her desk being like, yo, we need you out of town, and she goes, now? And they go, now. And she's like, oh shit, and had to head out immediately, but still had time to go home, pack her shit, and leave, but no time to find you or talk to you or whatever.
Let's go quickly. The pilgrims are praying on Wednesdays.
Yeah, so you are aware of what's happening to your mom, but she's not there. But there's an interesting dwarf clerk who is currently was speaking to Sylfania as she was finishing her statement. And right now, Ferverand has taken Luba, which is shown on the screen here, paladin, an Aasimar paladin, not Aasimar, sorry, Ergenasi paladin, and has taken her out of the building when she seemed to be quite fuming. Take it away, Ferverand. Why did you drag Luba out? What's up?
Well, Luba, you seem to be having a fairly rough time. I'm guessing it's because of the incident, as they're probably calling it.
It's not only that. I swear, nobody will tell me anything. Like, I know I am just a private, but I mean, I've been asking some questions all of today. And since yesterday, I've been trying to ask them what is going on in the city, why certain people are disappearing, what's happening with the neuro, and nobody would tell me anything, which I understand. Every city has its secrets, but if I am to do my job as a Garda, I need to know these things. And then I brought up the issue of the missing girl with my superior officer, and he said to not worry about it because I'm on leave. And all they do is they won't talk to me because I'm on leave.
Then I probably shouldn't tell you about this very sensitive police matter, a Garda matter that we just brought up. In regards to the missing person we spoke with Francis about the other day, her article of clothing being found in the river where she was last seen, where a hag attacked the colleague of mine that's currently finishing the statement, as you saw, wounded. That would be a terrible secret to reveal.
Yeah, I figured out that this was the case. Well... Yeah. If I'm on my leave time... Sorry?
Yeah. Fortunately, anyone can do their laundry there, so there's no reason for you to not to be there.
Indeed. I'm on my leave, and how I spend my time on my leave is my own business. So, I guess I could definitely go and take a look.
I pull out a handkerchief, and I drop on the ground. Oh no, I'm so clumsy. Would you be so kind as to wash it up for me?
She does this, like, weird look at you, but she like I get you, but also you're overacting. And she like floats upside down, so she doesn't actually lean over, she just goes whoop, picks it up and cartwheels back up.
Gravity is ignored this day.
And holds it in her hand and says,
I guess I might. Would you like to show me exactly where you'd like your handkerchief washed? Or do you have other things to take care of?
You know what? I think it would be a very nice stroll. And I kind of just like gesture for us to take a walk. And as we're just walking, I just go like, you're fun, Luba. You always play along.
Are you doing it by yourself?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Okay, Bax, you're muted again.
I noticed them, right?
Yeah, I was about to say, you noticed them. You're just in a corner, like, squad reading your mom's letter, and then you see these two. You see Luba do the cartwheel, because it's pretty It's like her armor is gleaming in the sun because it's like silver and gold. So as she's flipping over, like the cape is going with, and it's like it's a very visual aspect. You see this happening and you can hear them. So
I got Feverin.
Yes, Bax?
Where are you going?
We're going to wash my handkerchief.
You sure you don't want to wait for Sildana?
Well, she should be there for a while. We can wait a while. Luba, do you want to wait a while? Who knows? You might even want to let your spouse know that you're going to be away.
Unfortunately, he is on patrol, and so if he's not found in his location when he needs to be, he will get into trouble. So maybe best to leave him what he's doing. But I will leave him a note.
And she quickly floats back into the building. Past you, Sildana, as you're finishing up your statement, grabs a piece of paper, goes upstairs again, and the dwarf is like looking back at her. She comes back and going like, right, sorry, what was that? And carries on some of the details. She comes back to you, Ferbrand. Luba comes back to you and nods and says,
okay, I left him an ambiguous note. I'm sure no one will read it. There's a lot of raunchy things in it. People who start reading it will probably have to stop.
Am I suspicious of what they're about to do?
I mean, you've seen Luba leave with Ferbrand and then go back on her own, and then a few minutes upstairs, and then a few minutes come back down. That's it. Like,
In my
I'm pretty
infinite...
sure your involvement with me has started a shenanigans tingle in your brain.
I'm sure you're give me
I'm gonna do a wisdom roll,
Yeah.
just for the hell of it.
See if your shenanigan senses are tingling.
6. My shenanigan senses are not tingling.
You're like, I mean, girl can float. She can go up and down the stairs all she wants, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you finish up your statement. The guy, like, puts it in a folder, does a little, like, there isn't a staple, but there's a weird wooden staple, like, contraption that he does, like, puts a few files together, goes like, alright, I'll look into it, I'll bring it to whoever it is we usually bring these incidents to, and it will be processed.
Well,
thank you.
alright then.
Yeah, thank you
I'm
for
gonna
your
go back to
cooperation, but, I mean, it's now with the Garda, so we'll take care of it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And as I walk out, I don't see Ferbrand, and I remember the lady.
You see them down the road.
Bit further to the side.
Yeah, you see them down the
we
road.
were waiting.
Yellow waiting. You see them. It's a
say,
little bit of
you
like looking for them,
away.
but you find them.
I'm like, oh, son of a bitch.
So
They're going
Lana,
to, aren't they?
come on.
What are you doing?
We're going to
Washing
wash my
clothes.
handkerchief
Why?
because it's dirty. Let's go. And I
No,
start
it's not.
walking. I
And
start
No,
Luba's-
it's
walking.
not. No, it's not. He goes, yes, it is.
Aluba at this point has been like using your handkerchief to wipe her armor, which is a bit dusty, and she goes like,
It is very dirty now. Definitely needs a wash.
Why are we doing this instead of waiting for the cops?
Because you need to show us exactly where we shouldn't go.
If you die, I am leaving you.
I wouldn't take it any other way.
Good.
Human problems.
Also, I'm staying in the back, just when we get there.
okay. As you guys, let's see if this happens. Let me check.
Aren't you just like missing one
Just so you
HP?
know, I'm going to be stealthing the moment we get there.
Okay, you guys are heading through the city. There's a lot of people going around. I mean, I'm not gonna roleplay this. Y'all are walking. You're not a very strange sight. People all over walk around the city. Nobody gives you a weird eye. Nobody stops you. You just pass through the city and start heading down to the river, to the bathing area. At this point, from all the walking, all the sneaking back, it actually wasn't midday. It was around 2 p.m. So as you get down back to the river, it's getting like past the heat moment, past 3. You see there's a lot less people there, where it used to be like 20. Now there's like only about 5, and most of them aren't kids. They're mostly like women finishing up the laundry for the day because they want to do it before sunset. A few people who people who are off work, probably just doing a quick wash. I can put you guys back up on the map if you want to just walk around. It's up to you. Let me just...
I think that might be easier, probably,
Yeah.
if I'm hiding as well.
So give me a stealth check.
Oh, yeah.
I will put your character tokens on here
Okay.
in a second. Should be able to.
1 to 3.
Yeah, sorry for Rand. You won't be able to see much. Or actually, no, you probably should be able to see things. Okay, I'm gonna switch to
I see
the
very well.
combat cam. Great.
You see everything.
You see very well. It's because I put the light into this room. But yeah, let me find that sound again of the forest river. Where is it?
Okay.
What's annoying is I have to like find the thing again and put it in there again, which is quite frustrating.
Okay.
Well, before I could just copy paste the link inside the bot and not worry about it. But oh well. Such is my...
Such is your life.
How clear is this water, by the way?
I mean, oh, sorry, is it paused? Give me a second. Let me just come back. Adjust the sound. Yep. Okay, y'all are in here. The water is, I mean, as the water gets to where the rocks are, the water is surprisingly very clear. Even though other people do laundry, you notice that all the suds and everything else gets washed down the stream pretty fast. So the water at the beginning, I've unpaused so you can move now. The water at the very beginning of the river where you are now is currently pretty clear. And as you go down, there's a little bit more suds, but alas, they are, yeah, they're not too bad. Don't move too fast.
As we get around here, I will probably start hiding.
Yeah, don't move too fast because I need to move the light as well. Otherwise, y'all won't be able to see. Sorry.
Okay, I move here and I go, shall I try to make it a bit more visible if there's something down there?
You may want to use your magical eyes.
Okay, so what exactly are you doing? Sorry.
I'll be casting, because it's still water. You said it's relatively clear, yet not. To easily see, I'll essentially have running lights, dancing lights, running through the river.
So you summon up dancing lights. How do they look like? Describe them for me, please.
It'll be like 4 big,
Tiny little baby dragons flying around.
If you want to have them like that, sure, but I
You
just
gotta-
imagine like the standard yellow balls.
Okay, their yellow ball is going...
Boring.
Are they going into the river or outside of the river?
In.
So they're going into the river and they're a little bit lit up. Some of the people who are around watching, they get surprised when they see you do this, but then they're like, ooh, nice.
Ooh, light show.
Yeah, light show. You know, they're all very, ooh, ah.
So it's essentially like, you know, those 4 sources of light. I'm essentially just like scanning through the water.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, I mean, it's too much hassle to put separate
Why
lights
do you
onto
not
here.
use your magic eyes?
But you scan through the water, but you have to move them on your bonus action. You have to have them within 30 feet of you, so you have to move with them. But you're scanning through the water, and so far, you see there's not that many fish in this area. You see, like, someone's shoe stuck in between the rocks at the bottom at some point. You know, some very little debris, but not that much. The river's pretty clean for what it is. Luba is coming with you. Sorry, what did you roll for stealth, Soldana?
23.
23. Yeah, no, you're fucking invisible. People can't see you. So
And the reason why I don't use magic eyes, by the way, is because it only reaches 30 feet from me. So going by the shirt, it can still hide on the other sides of it without ever being affected.
yeah, as you're scanning the river, you see like
I also
some
have perfect dark vision, by the way.
Wow.
I have dark vision.
again the dark vision thing. But yes, you
That means you see in black and white, Mads.
No, because of my special eyes, I see
Ooh,
as
actually.
perfectly as clear as day as I do
Oh
dark.
my god, you have true vision.
I have true.
no, you don't have true vision. You have dark true dark
Yeah,
vision, but not
dark
true vision.
Yeah.
It's
What
true
was
sight.
it called? Devil's sight?
Devil's side, yeah.
Does that just mean you see through magical darkness as well?
Yes, I also see through magical darkness.
So hold on. Okay, that's the maximum scale, and the minimum scale will be... Sorry, I'm just thinking.
This is why I'm just scanning it while I'm also like clearing, because if I see any alteration, I'll know.
Okay, no, sorry, I've fucked up. I'm just fixing the stream view. Never mind, it was good.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, I'll be slowly just like moving.
Yeah, as you're moving around, give me a perception check. Because you're actively looking. If all of you are looking, give me a group perception check, and Luba will do hers as well.
I'm actively trying to hide, so I'm just using my passive.
21.
Do I get like advantage because I'm both scanning it and I'm having like true dog vision?
No.
It would be more disadvantage than anything because you're distracted.
Fair.
Okay, so it's
let me see.
Sildana, you're invisible. Fervorand, okay, 21. What about you? Bax.
Wait, I'm invisible?
No, Sildana
I
is
am.
invisible.
19.
I'd say between a 21 and a 19, you two managed to see almost everything at the sea floor here, river floor here, and you notice not many items are left. Only those that are wedged really well between the rocks, because you see the flow, the current is so strong, especially underneath, that if anything even was lost, it would go down the river quite quickly. You don't notice any hags. You don't notice any other personal effects. And I assume if you keep going down the river, the current becomes stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, Soldana's stealthing. Y'all don't know what... She disappeared. She fucking disappeared. And even if you're going past the rock, Soldana just... She disappears, but she's still here.
Can I try to climb up the hill?
Up the hill? Okay,
Yeah,
that
so
is...
It's suddenly here.
That is a climbing check.
Goofy screen.
So
Yeah.
that would be...
Athletics or acrobatics, I think?
Athletics or acrobatics, yes.
Yeah.
It's a pretty steep hill, but there are some handholds on there.
That is a 24.
Yep, I will... Hold on. I will move you, because it's a separate area, because, I mean, I was playing around with walls, okay?
Walls.
Where are you, babe? Sorry, I need to figure out where your token is.
I'm over here, between the rock and
Yeah,
the tree.
hold on. I'm just gonna move you here so I can see you. Because I think
Where
it's
you
currently on...
usually-
Yeah.
You can just deselect
There
the
you go.
token you're looking at to move stuff up. But then you get like fucking DM vision everywhere.
Oh, how do you deselect? Is it like...
Just when you have the like selection tool, just drag on whatever else.
Okay, cool. Soldana,
Nice.
you are up on the hill. There's a
I
lot
now
of trees.
have the lay of the land.
You have the high ground. You can see all the way down.
And the high
And
ground, Anakin.
yeah, it takes you a while to climb up there, so the rest sort of move. Are you in the river for Verand?
Yes, I go knee deep in the river and I go splashing about
I
on the
probably
water.
see him as I get up there, and I'm just sort of... I have my bow out, and I'm still hiding just at the ready.
So you have your bow, you're hiding at the ready, and at the moment there seems to be not much going on. There's it's quiet.
I go one further.
You go on further. The lights are still going through the river. At this point, it's getting much deeper, but you don't see anything. The water's just clear. A few seaweeds, but nothing that seems to be moving. Not even a fish.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit down and just look through the water.
Just start like wading in the water, you know, just start floating.
Okay. As you float through the water, you open your eyes under the water, and the water is like, it's transparent, but it's hard kind of to see because, you know. You don't seem to see any shapes moving. Just, it's nice and cool. Pretty good place to bathe.
Okay. At this point, sorry to quickly. That's not gone. I'll just let you go.
I was
this
just
way-
gonna like poke
yeah.
my head up and say like I'm gonna try going for a dive, and I just go like whoop.
Yeah, at this point, Luba floats over the beach, and you see her do something. She, like, grabs the symbol of the Holy Lady on her chest, and then, like, whispers something, and she... was it feature? I think it was a feature. Yes. So she casts a certain feature that she has. If I can find it! I've not done this before. Yeah, she does...
Divine sense.
Yes, divine sense. Just to see. And basically she's looking through.
Wow.
I've used the same. So she's sensing through and trying to look around to find any
And she's telling you, like, I'm just looking for some celestial fiends or undead. It is sort of like detect magic, but very focused on creatures. And she looks through, and it's a 60-foot radius, which is not as big as this. But, I mean, it's bigger than this, is what I mean. Oh, sorry. And after a little bit, she stops, and then she looks at you guys, and she says, I cannot sense anything at all. I'm sorry. Maybe... And she looks down and starts thinking and goes, well, let's think. What do we know about sea hags? I mean, I don't know much.
I'm deep diving. I don't hear anything.
I'll get back to you. She's talking to, like, Bax.
Okay.
Well, the sea hags, they can work in a coven, but usually they will be in the breeding grounds, will be around the rivers here, but that doesn't necessarily it's the only place they are. They could have a cabin as well somewhere.
Interesting. So you say they're sort of solitary creatures, and it was just the one that Sylfania saw, right?
One that was absolutely confirmed, yes. There may still be others.
Does... Where is
It's
Sylfania?
behind Sylfania.
And she's sort of looking around and now notices Sylfania's gone. She says, oh no, did she get kidnapped? Did we miss it?
I think you'd hear a scream.
Well, you never know. There was a case once. They died before they managed to scream, so it was... Sylfania! And she starts screaming for you.
I'm gonna do the dead man float.
You're muted, Danny, I think. You're
No,
muted.
I'm not muted.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay. Because I
No,
saw
I'm
your
not.
mouth moving.
I'm just not talking.
Yeah.
Okay,
she's not
so
answering.
she's looking around. She's like, oh no, maybe we should look for her. She must be missing.
No,
Meanwhile,
I'm sure she might be around here still. Probably
I'm
hiding.
just slightly face palming right now. Like, oh.
Meanwhile, further around, you're deep diving in, and you see there's a few personal, like, objects really wedged in between the rocks.
I would like to take them.
Okay, as you deep dive, you
Like,
find...
take them.
You find...
Find the
One
sea hag and you die.
seconds. 1 second.
By the way, I am
bring
fully having my attention on Farron right now. My lights are where he is. He can
Okay,
see me
As a goblin after lost shoes and socks.
You're goblin? What?
He's saying he's like a goblin after some
Yeah.
shoes and socks.
Oh, I see.
Because I'm picking up
we
like
go.
lost laundry.
Essentially.
Okay, you find... Let me see what you find. You find a sort of a strange, like a tiny necklace that's wedged by a chain, and as you pull it up, it's a necklace of an oil lamp. So it's like a, you know, this Eastern lamp, but it's a necklace of it, and it's got some nice like moonstones and some pretty jewels in it. So somebody lost the necklace.
Nice.
wearing the big bucks.
You look further in, there's no other personal effects that you can see with, like, because again, in water, when you open your eyes without goggles, it's hard to, it's quite blurry.
It kind of hurts after a while.
Yeah, it's starting to hurt, especially with the fact that the river, it isn't salty, but it's
Pussies?
not absolutely clean.
You never opened your eyes underwater?
No, I do, but like,
I have.
after,
Yeah.
like, it's still blurry. You can't, like, focus very well anyway.
Yeah, after like a minute, you're fine.
Yeah, but it's not going to be sharp 10 vision, right? It's always going to be blurry.
No.
And so, like, from the blur, you can't really see anymore, because you saw this because it was, like, stark different color, like it was shiny underwater. You don't see anything else.
He does have lighting down there, by the way.
Yeah, but even with lighting, it's still blurry. Like, he can see the light. I mean, what I mean is, you know when somebody takes Vaseline and puts it on, like, a camera, and you can see through it, but it's very blurry. You can see shapes and movement, and you can see light, but it's not going to be, like, contrast, and the features aren't going to be as good, because it's under fucking water.
Nonsense.
Do I have to explain this? You don't have goggles, bitches.
Have you guys ever seen underwater videos?
I have gone underwater before. I lived next to the ocean for several
Yeah.
years.
Me too.
But the human eye is different from my camera.
Yes, And
Yeah.
I've opened my eyes underwater.
Yeah, and there's always a little bit of like Vaseline. You can't see absolutely clearly.
No, I'm not saying I would see clearly.
No, I'm telling
I'm
it to
saying
Bax. I'm explaining it to Bax. That you
okay.
cannot see clearly underwater, even with all the light. Like, you can see the lights, moving, you'll be able to see shapes, you'll be able, like, if you get close enough, it gets clearer, but it's still more blurry than if you were looking, because of the water has different density to air, so it's impossible for a human eye to see as clearly as it is in air, in water.
Yeah, but
Okay,
it also
not-
depends freshwater, saltwater, and also how much lighting there's down there.
Do not
already.
debate the scientists.
Oh my fucking god.
Nevertheless, let's
All
just
I'm
go
saying
on.
is, the water's moving fast, there's a lot of foam, lots of seaweed, you
I
can't
have
see.
disadvantage on perception checks. There, let's go. Done.
Let's go. Give me a perception check, see if you can find anything. But so far, you can't seem to see anything at all.
Disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh.
12.
12. Yeah, you don't find anything else apart from the necklace. You see that as you go further in, the river doesn't get wider, but the stream gets even stronger. And you, from talking to people, you know that this river leads to the Vermilion Lake, which is basically a very large sea, almost the size of the sea. It's an enormous lake. And so obviously the current explains how it's going downstream into it. And you're pretty sure that whatever, even if it was here, the reason why it's hard to find any tracks, because most of the things get washed down.
Yeah. But Sylfania said she found it in the river floating. So
Luba.
it must have floated down from somewhere.
Luba is like hovering at this point, looking for Sylfania, being really worried, and like she has this like, what was it, a glaive in her back, and she like pulls it out and starts holding it up, and she's floating. She's like, looks nervous.
Oh my god.
Okay. Can I activate my eyes and just look at the cliff, then scan the cliff?
By your eyes, what do you
which
mean?
eye are you activating?
My detect magic.
Detect magic.
Yeah, so I'll essentially just go like this entire, like, sorry, that's
Whoa.
that's a bit much. That's a bit much.
Oh.
No, I'm just gonna walk from one side to the other and going all the way back again with the detect magic on. Kind of scanning the cliffs if there's anything that's, you know,
If you
they're
the only
hidden
thing
well for a while here, so they might be hidden like with some.
you would
concealed in the
probably end
walls.
up seeing my bow, which is like a +1 bow.
Yeah, you see a ping from where Sylfania's probably squatting. And you look around through the walls and the cliff. You don't see anything on the cliff as your eyes are looking up.
I mean, I'll be going like all the way over to the tent as well, and like.
Yeah,
the
you're
entire-
looking over to the tent and all the other places, and you don't see, like, any traces of magic as you're looking up. Looking and scanning around. You don't see anything.
What's the air lady's name again?
The what?
Luba.
Luba.
Okay. I yell Luba.
Yes? Did you find her? Is she okay?
I just point up to like the ping.
She
I
looks
pick
up.
up a rock and I throw it at Bax.
Okay, give me an attack roll. See if you hit him.
Cave his skull in, he dies.
Give you an attack roll.
Yes.
I mean, I'm in half cover there.
With an
Wait,
improvised weapon. So
Wait,
there was a
I
way
don't
to
have a
do
macro
this.
for that.
Yeah, like an
It's just-
improvised weapon.
You know what? I'll just do a
It's
roll
not-
of d20.
It's
Yeah.
just an ability check because he doesn't have proficiency with improvise, so it's just
Yeah,
strength.
just give me a d20 plus your strength. Oh no, your dexterity. You're not trying to bludgeon him. You're trying to like hit him.
+3. Got it. 2d20. Roll. Rolled an 8.
You throw a rock and it falls next to Bax.
Aww.
And then Luba looks up and sees this and says,
Oh, sorry. Is she hiding? My fault. Okay, she's good.
I go back to hiding again.
"Yeah,
Like a
I mean,
stalking cat,
you
like,
didn't even
pokes
like
up.
get out of hiding. You're fine." Bax, you're scanning as the rock falls, and your eyes follow the rock. You're looking at the pebbles on the ground, and
Like,
how
thoroughly
far
faced
is your? Oh, I think there's a reverb. Mads.
30.
There's a reverb on your side. As you're looking around, 30. Okay, you don't see it yet. Oh my god, it's still there. Why is it still there?
Okay.
What are you doing,
case,
Farberand? Are you still underwater?
I'm still underwater.
Cool. Can you hold your breath that long?
Underwater for a while.
Baby.
Yeah, you're just like... It's actually easy. Like, as you're just sitting underwater without grabbing onto anything, the river's like pulling you through, pulling you down.
Yes.
Makes it really easy to swim.
I can do a water walk, quite literally just walk on the bottom.
Yeah, no, you don't even have to, like, you can feel, like, the push of the current pushing you through, so unless you're trying to actively stay in place, you would be moving down the river pretty fast.
I'm moving in the right direction, right?
Yeah, that's where the stream is going. So I'm just gonna put you off the map. So, yeah.
I'll wait here.
Yeah, I'll wait you here, because the map ends there. I didn't draw an enormous amount. Oh, shit. Hold on. Okay. Oh no. Why is it doing that? Okay. Cool. You're doing, and you can't see anything. And as you're looking at the pebbles, you notice that you've been looking up and around when you were near the rock with Luba. Can you move yourself back here? You were here, I believe.
Yeah.
And as you were looking, you notice like where she's standing, there's like a little rock underneath her that just has like a pink little color.
Luba, can you move a little quickly?
She floats a little bit higher, and you come up and you pick up a little rock, and as you look it over, give me a second, because you see the School of Magic, right?
Should be fine.
You see the School of Magic that it says, right?
Yes.
You notice, it looks like what you're used to is like a residual magic, so it's been here a while and it's almost been washed off. Like, you know how it's not actively magical, but you can see a trace, and you notice and you look at it and it's got a little bit of necromantic magic.
Okay.
And as you look further in, you notice another pebble further off, closer to the river bank. Similar.
Which direction?
Like here.
Okay. Well, I'll just be walking quickly ahead, just so...
Yeah, as you're moving, you notice that this area where you are, there's quite a few on land. Like, they're grouped in little clumps, but then they're not like... There isn't like a giant big group of them. There's like 3 here, 2 there, 5 in a little corner. But most of them are located in this area where you're standing, and then some of them lead... There's a lot more around where the river is, but then some of the pebbles you notice are in here, like they carry on along the road, the river.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just follow the track.
Okay, so Ferverand is currently just letting the stream take him where it takes him. Bax and Luba are going along the path near the river. Sildana, do you following them on the cliff?
Yeah,
you're following them on the cliff. Okay,
I'm going to...
okay. I thought this is how you guys were carrying on.
I'm not gonna distance myself too far out from the party.
Okay, but this is how you're all going the same direction, just slowly as you're looking through. Okay, I'm gonna pause it here, and I'm gonna put you back into the waiting room, and we're gonna come back to RP.
Disable the fucking effect.
Cool. So you guys. Oh,
Let
Jesus.
him just glow.
Okay, you guys are in. Yeah, you guys are in.
Oh my god.
It's not on stream anymore, so we're good. You guys are back in. You're walking down the riverbed, and you carry on doing this. And Mads, you see, as you're going along on the actual beach, there's no pebbles that are got the same little trace. But as you're looking to the river, there's some like obvious like clumps within the riverbed that you can see. How long can you keep up the detect magic for?
For how long I fucking want.
Okay, cool. You're going and you keep pinging, and the cliff carries on, so you can follow them. It's the same trees, same like bushes. There's a lot of space for you to go through and hide, but the cliff carries on in the same. It's not too high. It's 25 feet higher, so you can still hear and see them from above, but it's just not. You know, and you're all moving down the river, and as you see the backs, you can see, on a regular intervals, there's these little pebbles with necromantic magic in them, and further on, you're just being washed down, and the current increases and increases, and you have to like stop yourself from. You have to like swim backwards a bit to catch up with the rest.
At that point, I would just get out of the river.
Okay, you get out of the river, and I don't know, how long do you guys carry on doing this? This river goes on for quite a while, but the regular intervals of the stones, they keep carrying on.
For however long it takes for me to find something substantially different.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Perceive these nuts.
Receive your mama.
God damn, dude.
7.
7. As you're going down, you notice you're getting used to the same pebble pattern. Yeah, you're not sure what it is. It's just small little clumps of necromantic magic, but you're not sure what the fuck is happening. And as you're going, Lupa just follows you guys, being wary with her glaive, like
And I'm
looking
just
around.
up in like the hilltops, just watching over them.
I'd say
for a second, can I like take the stone up that I had and just like look at like really mull it over, investigate it?
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Yes.
Na, 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 na.
Right.
That's a natural
What is-
one.
Oh. Oh.
As you're looking at this pebble, you notice like, and you rub it a bit, and as you rub it off, you see that the
You
trace
taste it.
the trace disappears. The trace
Tastes like
disappears as
oxen.
you're rubbing it, but you're not sure. You think it might be a magic rock. You're pretty sure it's a magic
Pretty
rock.
sure this magic rock.
I mean, I know it's lighting up. I just don't know if you have anything about
No,
it.
no,
so.
you believe that it's an inherently magic rock. Like, all these other rocks are different. The one you picked up, it's special. It's really magic.
I
True
guess.
magic, baby.
I guess.
Worth millions.
You're like, you don't know what it
Where's
is,
the
but
gazillion?
you probably should keep it. It's a magic rock, man.
Bro, put it in your pocket.
Does he whisper precious before he throws it away?
My precious.
Who knows? It's up to
Yo.
him. But he,
This
like...
may be the legendary rock.
It's
Is the legendary rock that rolls?
Oh my god. The legendary rock that slayed the dragon Bartholomew the Third.
Damn. Anyway, I'll just hold it on me for now, and then I just walk along.
Okay, as you go to the thing, hold on, I need a second here, real quick. Cool. As you carry on down the road, I'd say it takes you a good 3 hours of just going down, checking everything. You keep heading down and down, and you don't really notice anything with the 7 that's special. But at some point, as you're passing by, you notice another big clump of rocks, magic rocks, around the bank. Also in the same, like, very haphazard placement. And you notice that nearby, there's, like, a little... the cliff is a bit lower, but there isn't, like, a tent or anything else. It's just a nice little clump. And then the rocks carry on going through the river bank, like, through the river bed that you can see the floor of. They carry on going in the same direction they were.
Okay. So that cluster of rocks. Can I just investigate that then?
Sure.
Investigate
I mean, a lot of you can help if you want. It's not just Bax being the sleuth here.
Fucking
But do you
Christ.
know why Back seems to be so fascinated with pebbles right now?
You know what?
No.
With my advantage of height,
Uh-huh.
and I just try to scan the area as best I can.
As you scan the area, you can see the river going really fast, and it's currently going straight in a direction, and the riverbank continues on and on and on. It seems like a long walk, but in the distance, with your elf, what do your elf eyes see, Legolas? In the
What do you
distance,
see?
you can see that the cliff ends at like a turn, and give me a perception check.
Nope.
Be better than me.
That's not a difficult thing to
That's not
accomplish.
difficult.
Yeah, it's not a difficult thing, and considering you're
Well,
used to studying terrain.
Oh no!
Yes. There we go. Thank you.
It's that one again. Oh my god.
We're not gonna find shit tonight.
As you're looking over, you think you see the cliff ending or something. You're not sure. It's too far. You need to get a higher ground. You can't see it from here.
God damn it.
And you almost trip and fall on the route, but you catch yourself last minute.
Uh-huh.
I'll be nice. Cool. What was your investigation? Was it 7 again? As you're looking down at these rocks, it's just not clicking. I mean, it's similar to the combination of rocks that was back at the beginning of the river bed, in a way. Or like near the bathing area. But it's also different. And then you don't see any continuation along the actual, like, pebbled bank. You see them in the river, like in clumps, regular clumps. But you don't know. You can't make a connection, man.
And there's no etchings or symbols or anything on them.
No. They're just regular pebbles. And Luba is just like quietly floating around and looking and trying to see. At some point, she floats a little bit over the river to like look down, but like very warily and like pulling her legs up as much as she can. But her cape is hanging. And then she realizes it and pulls up her cape, just to not get dragged underwater. Something's pulling her up, and then she floats back. So she's trying to investigate as well, but she doesn't have magic vision. You're the only one here with the weird magic vision. Do you carry on or do you stay, or what do you do?
Well, if it's the same thing as usual, I would just stay, I guess. Not stay, move on.
So I'd say if you guys carry on moving down the riverbed,
Yes.
It's already evening. At this point, it gets dark. You're moving really slowly. It's taking you a while. It's the same scenery. It's getting quite dull. You see another clump quite further from the previous one. They're not on regular intervals. They're like, this one is way off. It took you a good 2.5 hours to get to this one.
So it's like dim light everywhere?
At this point, it's just, yeah, it's already dark. I'd say it's around 8 p.m. By the time like everything happened and you moved down here, it's pretty dark. There is no lighting. There's no civilization. You're quite far off from Laudenborough at this point. You've walked down the river away from the city. You keep walking. You see another clump of stuff. And you just I don't know. If you guys carry on, I'll just tell you until you reach something interesting. If you persevere.
Well,
I still have the guiding lights on. But...
Yeah.
If
Can you do detect magic and the lights cantrip?
No, both concentration.
No.
Maybe?
The lights are gone, man. The lights are gone. Fervran, do you want to set up a torch or something? I don't know.
If
Underwater.
it's not being... I'm
No,
not
he's
underwater anymore. If
yeah,
it's not being dim, I light a torch.
Yeah, you light a torch. The woods on the... Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello?
Hey?
Oh, yeah, you're fine. We hear you. You're still here.
We gotcha.
Guys?
I hear you. Hello?
Yeah, she can't hear us. She messed up.
Oh no!
I think I broke my headphones. Sorry.
No!
1 second.
That's a rip.
Por favor, ¿dónde está?
Natalie, ¿dónde está la?
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So I've literally... My headphones are on a cable and I pulled it out of my computer. I'm sorry. I'm back.
Yeah,
Okay. So it was carrying on, but I couldn't hear you. So you guys are continuing down the river. You light up a torch. The woods on the right are causing like lack of any light. There is no settlements. There's nothing. It's complete wild country here. So it is pretty dark. So you get yourself a torch. You can see a little bit ahead of you, like a torch usually does. You keep walking and walking and walking, and it gets up to like very, very late at night. You don't know what time it is, but it's you've been walking, you feel like forever. And at this point, Sildana, I need you to give me another perception check.
Okay.
I'm being nice here.
Okay, I think the nat one is out of my system.
Is it though?
Why now? No, it's not!
Bro, twice in a row, not one. Jesus Christ.
Okay, hey Danny, just for shits and giggles, can you do it one more time for me?
Okay.
Oh my
I'm gonna do it
god.
one more time. Let's see
One more
what
time.
happens.
Okay,
There
2
you go.
months.
That would have been a better one.
Oh my god. Okay. Uh, you are not sure what the fuck you're looking at. There's a lot of dense vegetation at the top of the cliff where you are. So you're just too many shadows. There's some birds that you spooked. It's a mess, man. And you're getting tired as well. Something in that the claw mark is pulsing. It doesn't hurt, but it's like uncomfortable. You're just generally uncomfortable right now. You can't focus. The people underneath, as you keep walking, you end up, you notice that the river sort of does a little bend, and to the left, where like along the bank you were walking, the river doesn't really split, but there's like a cavern, you think.
It has like a little island.
I'd say, yeah, there's like a little island, but instead of it like a little island side of river, this is going like a left part, a small section of the river is going into like somewhere dark inside the cliff. Like the cliff, how do I put this? The river keeps going forward, but the cliff is like bending this way, and then a part of the river goes through the cliff somehow. But it's dark, you can't really see that well from down here, unless you get closer. But the topography changes a little bit, which is a refreshing change.
We should
Bax,
probably get closer.
yeah, Bax, you see a lot more of these like regular clumps in the riverbed.
Okay.
I see whatever my torch provides.
I shut off my magic vision.
Should
Should
Tiefling
we
not have
enter
dark
then?
vision?
Is your magic vision like a camera lens just going like?
Yeah, basically. It's like a,
Well, like the crocodiles, you know, having the extra.
yeah, extra lids. Just flip and flip out.
You do the crocodile blink.
Cool. As you guys get closer, Sildana, you notice the cliff. I mean, even with that one. I mean, actually, give me a dexterity check.
You fall down the cliff,
Let's go.
break your neck, re-roll your character.
Just a
You
dexterity
fucking
check?
wanted it. No,
Yeah.
no, you're breaking your neck.
How about you break your ass?
Oh.
You want me to save or check?
Saving throw.
Fucking god.
Okay.
17.
Not bad. You are walking in the darkness and you can see because you've got dark vision, and then suddenly your foot like hits nothing, and you immediately like grab back to balance out, and you notice your foot is like dangling over the cliff. And basically the cliff has did the turn and you didn't see it with 2 nat 1s in a row. So you almost fell off the cliff, but you managed to catch yourself last second. As your foot's like dangerously dangling down, and then you look down and you see these guys stopped in front of like a cave entrance, a cavern entrance.
Do they appear to notice it?
Yeah, these guys see the cavern entrance, but now you see it too because you almost fell off a cliff into it.
Yeah. Okay.
But you didn't.
Oh, I see you're hanging about.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise and some like rocks fall off the top, and Luba at first goes, and then goes,
Oh, okay, it's probably Sildana.
Can I try to re-roll my stealth check again?
I mean, sure if you want.
Would like to just make sure.
Are you not coming down to them? You're trying to hide up there.
Yes.
Okay.
19.
Yeah, no, with all of y'all's passive perceptions, you can't. She disappears again.
Must be a stalactite.
Must have been the wind.
Or a rabbit, you don't know.
Must have been the wind.
There's animals here.
What was that
So,
noise?
you guys are standing in front of this cavern entrance. It's not very big, it's just tall enough to accommodate a person. So, honestly, if you're walking down the shore, unless you were, like, looking for it, you wouldn't even notice it. The only reason you guys noticed it was because Bax's... the cliff does a little bit of a turn, and Bax's vision showed a lot more pebbles going that way, rather than along the rest of the river.
Okay, well, I go to the cave.
Okay, you go to the cave entrance.
Yeah.
Okay. Luba follows you.
Oh.
Is there like another entrance to the cave somewhere?
Do you want to go further away from where they're entering to see if there's a second entrance?
You might have a solo encounter again.
Is that a yes? I don't know. There was no sound.
I said yes.
Okay. Soldada, give me a perception check. Please don't make it a nat one.
Can I just roll on first? No, it's fine. I have a +6 to like perception as well, motherfucker. Love of God, a fucking 10.
Okay,
Why?
10 is
Why?
better than nothing. I'd say it takes you a bit of longer. So it takes you another 15 minutes to go as these guys enter the cave, which I will move you to now. Sildana, you'll joining a little bit later, because you're trying to find a different entrance to the cave, and I will get back to you on that. So the rest of you guys,
I was just doing a test. Don't worry about it.
okay. The rest of you guys are now in this place, if it will fucking load.
Oh,
That would be swell.
I don't have a token in there, so I'm completely blind.
I need a second to prep for this. So give me
Distracted.
not an actual second, but
Take it away. Take it away.
okay, I will. Actually,
Well.
hold on.
My goodness.
Yeah, I'll put us here, and I'll put this. Oh,
Danny, I got that country Jimmy Jangle stuck in my head right now.
Yeah. Sing it.
okay. I
Sing
need.
it.
Da, 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 da. Bum,
Okay, cool. I will move you guys now. So Sildana, you're not here yet. You are here. You will not be able to see anything because what's your torch again?
My torch is 20 bright, 20 dim.
Okay, so that's 40 dim, 20 bright.
Yes.
Okay, and we're gonna get Luba is with you. Cool. So you guys are at the entrance to this cave. Your torch is lighting it up. You are walking around here because this is still pebbles, but they're a lot less now, and they're interspersed with mud. While the river is definitely narrowing into here, but there's still it's still deep enough. It looks like you're currently on a very narrow bank, but when you look down backs, you can see that the river, you can't see the bottom, so it's like a deep gorge. You don't know if it's a natural thing, but there is a little bit of a current going on here. It's not as big as the main river, but you're currently in here. Okay. Let me try, while you do this, let me try to change the sound if I can, if this will work, but did I pause it? Sorry, yeah, I paused it. So just think of what you're gonna do real quick while I do this, and you can have a chat if you want while I'm sorting this out.
What's the plan here?
Just start yelling in the cave.
Well, the plan is that I'm going to walk down that cave over there and see if I stumble onto anything.
Or something stumbles onto me.
Well, when I turned around, and I'm also talking to them, my eyes are off.
It wasn't for a while.
I mean, during sunlight is pretty difficult, and everybody was distracted. He was swimming, and she was like floating away and like looking from the sky down.
Dude, if somebody turns on a flashlight even during the day, it's noticeable.
And not if it's like, it's not that light. It's
Do
not.
you think the sun is like at eye level?
No. I'm just saying it's still difficult to find out.
Okay, Matt. When you're walking down the road and a car drives by, how well do you notice the light being on?
It's not that what I mean. I mean, everybody was distracted. And
I
was
man.
still able
It's
to, it's a little bit of light. It's not that much.
Bruh. It's noticeable. I don't know. I don't
Can you
care
hear
how
the-
you're gonna
yeah.
excuse it. It's noticeable.
Yeah, maybe, but everybody was also distracted.
Okay.
It's more that they just don't care.
So you guys are currently at the mouth of this cave having this conversation. Luba floats a little bit ahead of you, to get into a conga line, and she's like,
Okay, I think we might have found probably its lair. Stay behind me. I will protect you.
and
My hero.
My hero.
Sildana, you're currently just fucking about looking for a next entrance. You're not even here yet. I will tell you when you come in.
Can you both still see the perfect entrance perfectly? How well do you see in the dark?
Sorry.
see
I
it
will have
here.
to switch to combat real quick so you guys can see this. Please load.
Do you guys want me to put
Oh,
up some guiding
okay.
lights?
This is my range of vision.
Luba looks back at you and she says, "Oh no, I have dark vision. I'm good."
Mm-hmm.
I have dark vision.
Oh, okay. So if you're splashing in the river, as you put a foot down,
Splash.
before you move, as you put a foot down, it literally like it drops. So give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, it's actually quite loud. Hold on, let me make the ambiance sound less for the stream.
14.
14. You manage to, like, as you pull down and Bax is right next to you, he manages to grab you before you, like, topple into it, and you realize the bank...
Grab onto it, like, no, you're coming with me.
It's like it looks like it's a narrow, like, 10-foot river right now, but it's really deep. It's like a fake depth. So, if you're gonna trudge along the river, do you plan to, like, put your foot down to see how deep it is?
I mean, I'm gonna put the torch over it just to see if I can get anything.
Yeah,
while
if
using
you
my
can't
foot to
you
poke
can't
at
see
it.
the bottom with the torch. You can't see any pebbles at the bottom.
I'm gonna poke it with my foot.
As you dip your foot down, it keeps going and going until you reach like half your body. So at this point, it's like you notice it is like somebody, if there were tractors in this world, it's like somebody made like a deep gouge, while the actual like shore is much higher than it seems to be.
I climb back up.
Yeah, it takes you, like, it's not that difficult. It's currently pebble with a little bit of mud, but you can, like, hit yourself up. It's not that difficult. So you climb out, but now you know that whatever, this apparently is pretty deep.
I'm gonna take a step back and run and jump, baby.
I mean, it's 10 feet, and I believe your movement speed is 35. Yeah, you make that jump.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, for shits and giggles.
It's not effort.
Yeah, but for shits and giggles, give me an acrobatics check. Just for
Okay.
shits and giggles.
Let me see if I fall down ass first.
Face down, ass up.
12. You're fine. You managed to jump over it. So
No,
you're
we're
now
just
on the
kinda
other end.
thinking that we're getting these bad rolls out of our
Take
systems.
my hand.
Lubel sort of
Take your
nods at you,
hand.
and she goes like, "Okay, I will go ahead." And she floats a little bit behind this rock. She can float over the river, but she looks at the water and sort of goes back and goes like,
I think best not to stay near water, just in case.
and
The
y'all
rock
are.
there, is it more than sufficient to just like by the rock, just kind of slimmer by it?
Oh yeah. For you, she floats over it, but for you, you'll need to like squeeze over. If you do it slowly, then yeah, you can. It's just enough. You guys are heading further down the cave. Further down the cave you go. It starts bending. Oh, I don't know where you.
Point, I jump back over.
Okay, you jump back over. I mean, I'll just. It's fine. You're pretty dexterous. At this point, you see that you think there's a split. There's some bits going down to the right, and the rest of it.
There's corn dogs.
Yeah, these are like some water reeds. And at this point, you notice the pebbles start disappearing, and it's mostly mud where you are. And as you're walking, it's like shloop, 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 and your movement speed is obstructed. All except Luba, because she's floating.
It's splitting up into 3 right now.
Yeah, so you guys can see that there's like a rock in between you and the place. I mean, chat can't see it, but there's... I don't know why. I can't make the camera zoom out. There's no way I can make the zoomer zoom out. Yeah, you can see a little bit. There's like a rock. I've been trying to make it... I think it's the max the stream view will go. I'm sorry. It doesn't go higher than this. Or actually, yeah, let's just do 1.5. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Wrong one! Sorry.
Bum, 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 bum,
Oh, there you go. I'm currently configuring. Okay, yeah, chat can see now. So there's like three different, you have Luba's view in a way, but the yellow light is what's lit. So you guys see the fork goes into 3. What do you do? Luba is like,
I mean, we'll go wherever you want, but I'm going ahead.
I'm
here to protect you. Okay, I'm coming with you.
and Luba floats over. At this point, you realize you're just in water now. There is no more, like...
I check how deep it is. Is it still super fucking deep?
Yeah, it's still deep. It's actually deeper here. It almost gets down to your neck. So you have to, like, raise your head.
Think you can do one of those magic lights again?
I cast Guiding Light.
Okay.
As you cast guiding light, you
Dancing lights.
dancing lights. You pop them in the water, and you look around. Are you looking from above, or are you looking from underneath the water? Actually, hold on. I need to double check something. Sorry, you didn't say anything. Fervorant, you're currently inside the water like this, right? Are you looking down, or what are you doing?
I asked him, like, I went back up a bit, asked him to put on some magic lights. He said yes. I doused my torch, so, like, I don't have to bother with it. And then I deep dive, baby.
Okay, you deep dive. Give me a perception check. Without advantage, because it's still dark with some lights in here, so just a straight perception check.
Is it dim, then?
It is dim light in here, because I assume you gave your torch
Doesn't
to...
affect me.
You gave Luba the torch, right?
Yeah, but I'm casting...
Yeah, she's holding the torch and, like, floating as you're deep diving and looking in. Give me a perception check.
I don't get disadvantages from dim lights because
Yeah, just a straight one. Just a straight one.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a 22.
Okay, as you look down and you see there's a lot of, like, reeds and a lot of plants and a lot of sort of all kinds of, just moving, swishing things from the slow flow of water in here. It's deep in here, but it isn't like there isn't a current, and all of the things are moving, and you think you see something shift. You think you see a different color thing move. You see something move, that's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Something shift.
I go up top and I say, there's something in here. And I go back down.
Lupe's like, oh, no, don't stay underwater, it's bad. And she floats over with the torch, like, trying to hold, she's trying to hold a halberd in one hand and torch in another, and she's struggling at this point.
I'll keep watch.
Okay, so you go in.
Yep, I go in.
Okay.
I go towards the thing I saw move.
I'd say it's a separate perception check now, because you came out of the water and came back in.
Yep.
Okay.
17.
Let me try.
Noise.
Just to see something in here. Okay, 17? Yeah. As you look around, you notice something, like, just go quickly from in front of you, where you've seen something, like, here, and you notice something just shift to your, like, as you're looking at it, to your right.
To my right. So it's
Yeah.
like, to my immediate right.
Yeah, something moved really fast.
Okay. I'm gonna try and grab it, whatever it is. I'm
Okay.
blind reaching.
Blindly reaching, so it's with disadvantage, because you're limited movement, because you're swimming. You're not a fish. It's hard for you. I need you to give me a disadvantaged attack roll. I don't know.
Attack roll?
Unarmed, like unarmed attack,
Grabs
like
a
unarmed
fish.
grab.
See you, motherfucker.
Grapple.
Okay.
I would say, like, you know how you do, because you're a monk, I would let you use your unarmed attack. But, like, as if you were punching. But the idea is, because it's the speed of reaction of trying to, like, grab something, somebody's collar, or something by the arm or the leg or the fin or whatever the fuck you're looking at.
Can't do that with disadvantage, can I?
You can't attack with disadvantage?
No, I clicked the dice and just popped it up. Hang on. There we go. Disadvantage.
Ooh.
9.
Yeah, no. You try to grab it, and it just, like, you can feel the water move as it, like whooshes away, but you can't grab it. Like, you don't even reach next to it, but you feel the water move and the reeds move now, and you're kind of discombobulated because you're swimming now.
Discombobulated.
Yeah.
Well, I try searching again. And did I feel it move behind me, or?
You feel like, I'd say this would be a perception check. Because you're trying to orient yourself, right? Where you are. Yeah, it'd be a perception check. Yeah, you're pretty
24.
certain. You're pretty certain something, because of the way the water moved, and you're pretty in tune with movements. You notice like something that you think you saw it. It moved around the wall that trying to stay away from you, and as you shot out your arm to try to grab it, it like quickly swam through, and it's now behind you. And through the movement of the water, you can feel it like moving away from you.
I go after it.
Swimming.
Yep.
Okay, it takes you a while, because, yeah, you know, you're swimming slowly. This thing is very fast. As you're moving back, Luba at this point is like, Ferdinand, are you okay?
Do I hear that?
Yeah, you hear like...
I swim up. What?
Are you okay? Oh, thank God. What happened?
Oh,
Something
there's
was
something
there,
down
but...
here. It swam behind me. I'm chasing it right now.
Oh, I didn't
and I-
notice anything.
And she sort of floats. She sees your form going down, and she follows you as you float. Bax?
I'll just have
Yeah.
the dancing lights essentially following him, but also, since I have, you know, perfect dark vision, did I not notice anything going by?
Not
Okay.
because you're stupid.
Well, you have perfect dark vision, but the idea is this is very deep, and this thing moves fast, and you were looking where Ferberant was. And honestly, it's rolled a high stealth check, so you won't be able to see it, so that's all I'm gonna say. You didn't see anything move past you.
Shit.
Cool. At this point, Sildana, I'll quickly get back to you, so I'll quick pause. You have searched around this cliff. You've gone behind it. You've looked around. There is no other entrance. This place is a pretty self-sufficient, like, cove, and it doesn't have an outlet. The rest of the river continues on with the same scenery, but you are pretty sure now, after 25 minutes, or like 20 minutes of looking, that the only entrance is the one that you've seen. You are
Okay,
still
then
you're quite a way off, so it will take you even more to get to it. But
Yeah,
you are
no,
now pretty
just-
certain.
I'll hurry back then.
Okay, you like quickly move
Yeah,
back,
quickly
and I'd
move
say yeah, I'll tell you when you come in. But for now, you still need to make your way back to the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The rest of you guys move. Actually, you don't have a torch, so turn off your torch, Ferverant, please.
That okay. I can't modify the token. It's all on you.
Okay, I'll do this in a second. And then you will be... Okay, oh. So, I don't know if you can see... yeah, so you can see the light above you from Luba's torch, and the little lights around near you. Yeah, carry on. It's free now. You can move. Free movement. So, Luba
Back
follows
to the
you.
top, baby.
As you... At this point, it's just mud. So I need you to give me... I mean, honestly, at this point, Luba would help you out. So as you... Wait, hold on. Before you get out of... How did you get there, Bax? Hold on. You like...
Went this way.
Okay, so you dipped in the river, swam, and now are trying to crawl out. Wait a second. Luba will help you out because she's with you. So she sees you surface, and she reaches an arm to you to help you pull you up. Because you're trying to get up on the muddy bank and it's slippery. So I need you to give me a dexterity, an athletics or acrobatics check to like get up on to the mud bank.
16.
16. Yeah, with Luba's help, you easily get up there. Bax, same thing. Athletics or acrobatics with disadvantage to try to get up onto this mud bank.
Haha, stinky.
You're muted.
You're
muted, babe.
again.
I thought this was not mud.
Yeah, there's a little bit more pebble, but it's like everything that's beyond the entrance to the cave is now pebble interspersed with mud, but it is still very slippery. And the water here is up to like here to you.
See.
It needs upper body strength to like...
It's nipple high water, man.
11.
11. You struggle. It takes you a while. So you're gonna be stuck here for a bit. Trying to climb your way out.
I wait a moment, listening to him splash against the wall.
Y'all waiting. After a good 3 minutes... Yeah, after a good 3 minutes, he... Oh, hold
Bags
on.
gets drowned and dies.
No, after a good 3 minutes, Bax
Close
finally
call,
makes
river.
it up.
You're saying a whole 3 minutes went by and both Lubo and him just watched me instead
mean-
of floating over and just helping me up?
It was funny.
I mean, Luba is just like, she's about to get to you, but I reckon Febren grabs her by the arm and just says,
Exactly.
and she looks at you and she goes like, and then they both watch you. But you manage to climb up, turn around, and Luba is like,
I'm not even giving a reaction. I'm not even giving a reaction. I'm just like the sour fucking dragon face, like.
So when you look at the walls more carefully, these are all stalactites and stalagmites that are like, the walls aren't smooth. They're very jagged. So at the moment you're standing there and you're teetering, this is very narrow walkway. You're teetering on the almost falling into the actual like ravine river. But you are, if you can't go all the way back because you'd get poked. So you're in a very unmaneuverable position right now, just so you know. This is where you're placed.
Okay, Luba.
Yes.
I can hold the torch while you help him cross over to this side now.
Okay. As you want. And she floats over. And she's like, I cannot carry you because I'm very light and you're too heavy. But what I can do is I can help you. Like I can help pull you and then pull you up on the other side if you want.
Okay.
And so she like, you like stick out an arm and she like,
sour.
like floats you over to here. Through all of this, I just say you're here. Through all of this movement, at this point, Sylfania, I'll just give a quick shift. You finally make it while all of these shenanigans are happening. You finally make it down to the opening of the cave.
Missed all that.
You missed all that. I don't know, you have dark vision, right? Or something. Yeah, it's pretty dark. You can hear some noises from the inside of the cave. It's still pebbles. Same thing from what they said.
Wait, guys. I think I see a rock with some rope on it.
Some rope?
Ahead. Yeah, ahead.
Just so you know, my vision is limited.
It's like gauging like 80 feet in front of me.
Well, let's give it a
I
look.
see a rock with a rope on it, so maybe here.
Okay, Sylfania, I'd say because you're dexterous enough, you managed to like squeeze past the rock. But you don't know that the water is this deep yet. Just to your point to point out. Okay, the rest of you guys head over there. Okay. And
I can see you, Sylfania.
Yeah, Luba follows.
You see her.
I mean, you hear the sploosh, 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 sploosh from the behind.
Luba, before we can you help her out?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait a second, because I have the light. Do you want the light?
And she passes you the torch.
Yes.
Give me a second. I will sort out the torches now.
I was surprised you changed it because I was going to ask her for it immediately anyway. So I was like,
well, that's the thing.
more
You
work
were
for
in the water, and I was like, maybe if you kept in the water. So Luba goes back and she says, "Don't go yet. Wait." She follows back. She floats over, finds you, Sylfania, waves at you, grabs your arm, and like helps wade you through the water. So you're still in the water, wet.
Oh, it's very deep. Oh my god.
Yes, that's why I'm here helping you.
And she sort of like tows you over to the side, and pulls you up here onto the bank, and then comes back to Ferbrand and says,
Okay. Did he say he saw a rope or what? What's going on?
Oh, well.
Yeah.
and as
I
okay,
believe-
one second, as you guys enter here, you see
Danny, get off her.
standing.
Trying to move.
No, I'm paused it. Standing with their back to you, because this is currently a descriptive moment, y'all. Standing with their back to you is this figure in complete darkness, sort of doing this weird.
What do you mean complete darkness? I'm holding a torch.
Well, in the torch currently lit this person from behind who's been standing in complete darkness before, and this figure is like swaying slightly with their back to you. But even from the back, you can see sort of horns, a broken horn, pink matted hair, ripped and wet and like messed up fuchsia jacket, and like a white shirt that was underneath that's currently in tatters. And this figure does like a like a shift of the head that you can see, and then like like unnaturally fast, like shifts the head to turn around to you, and what you see, yeah, the Conjuring basically. I don't know if I can show you the artwork. How do you do this?
I wanted to like move to I wanted to
the
move
actor
behind
panel.
Hags.
Yeah.
In the actor panel on the right click the actor, just do display artwork.
Oh, okay. So I do display artwork. Ooh. It's
Or
not.
show artwork or whatever it was called exactly.
It just says view character artwork.
Yeah, you click that, and then at the top right there you can do show players.
That's what she looks like.
Wow.
So
Beautiful.
it's basically Bax. This brings back memories because you remember the same tilt to the horns, the same hair. This you're pretty sure is Adelia, but this don't look like Adelia no mo. You're not sure what it is because it's got some teeth. It's got like scratches all over its face. Its lips are like it's both desiccated and bloated. It's disgusting and it smells like the dead.
Oh my god.
And at this point, as it like flicks its head to you, the yellow eyes light up on you guys. It hisses, and I need you all to roll initiative.
Hello.
Good 10,
I
Morgan.
estimate. Is that? That's the girl who's missing.
There's
Yep.
no active combat encounter.
Yeah. I need.
Waifu.
Give me a second.
Just so
add
you
you.
guys also know who it is, I do say that out.
Oh, how do I add everybody? Okay, hold on. I will add all of you. Give me a second.
That's Adelia.
I'll give you 4.
Dilio.
Adelio. No,
Hey
Adelia.
guys, what's the Dilio?
Okay, give me your initiative rolls.
I hate my rolling today. I'm not winning.
Just today.
Damn.
I'm not winning here.
Mine's not good
I
either.
remember a particular spider trap that seemed to elude you.
Shut up. I need to mention just the hitting on the enemies as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
I
pretty
believe
far
the
away.
initiatives have been rolled, but I don't know. We are running quite late. I think we should probably end it here and start
Honestly, yeah.
next
Yeah.
session with combat.
Sorry,
But you
Let's go.
guys found the lair.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't gonna with those shitty rolls.
I am stubborn.
Thankfully, with Bax's ping, 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 but you guys couldn't put together what the ping was because the really shitty investigation rolls. Honestly, all you needed was to roll above a 12. I would have told you what you like the
But
connections
just
you'd make.
nat
but-
1 after nat 1.
And then like everything else was below 10, and it was just sad. So I was like, y'all are gonna stumble into it, but y'all are not gonna know shit. But you found Adelia. Good for you. You found her.
Time to knock
don't
her out
look
and drag
okay.
her home.
I'm pretty sure her father will be so happy.
Yep,
Yeah,
he'll be
it'll
so
his
happy.
problem. Just fucking deck her, drag her home, caveman style.
Okay.
Ooga booga.
All right, everybody. I will actually, if you want, Bax, I can show you a picture of what Adelia used to look like.
Sure.
Because you would have seen her before. She used to look like this.
Smash.
Disgusting.
Smash.
And the way she looks now.
It's hotter. What do you mean?
Beautiful.
Of course. Anyway, we're gonna
Even more.
start the next session with combat for sure. But I just wanted to thank Sabi for cheering. Thanks a lot. That was great. At the beginning of the stream. I'm sure he's gone by now.
I thanked him.
But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This was a little bit tedious, but you made it. And it's gonna be all out battle. Boss battle. Boss battle next time. But for now, au revoir.
Do we kill her?
Bye. Have fun.
Oh wait, do we
I
have
love you.
we have the session next week, right? Still, I believe it is not the 20 something because that's the one you cannot make, right? Just to double check.
Next week is good to go. 25th is not.
Yes. Okay. Next week session. This battle's happening.
Yeah, baby. Let's fucking do this.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Ah.